My wife and her best friend accused me of having an affair, then got angry when I didn't have one. This is OKOP, home of the craziest stories on earth. I'm Sam. And John, this is our special relationship episode. We're going to go through a bunch of crazy relationship stories. But what do you think? Should OP's wife be mad that he didn't have an affair?
This is one of the dumbest premises I've ever heard story, because it's like, wow, I found out that you're not cheating. I'm leaving you. What? Hey, you know what? I'm so mad. You better go and have an affair right now to fix this.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone coming through. Viagra, Poo Poo, The Raven, I Watch Daily. Thank you. This is a live one, and let's lively get into it. So, I, 31 male, and my wife, 29 female, had a baby last December. It was a traumatic birth, and my wife developed postpartum depression. Rough. While she was originally going to go back to work after the birth, she's been struggling enough that we decided to wait until our daughter was a year old and reassess. She has been going to therapy weekly. With my wife home full-time, I've had to work increased hours. This is something we discussed prior to making this decision, as she knew this from the start. So it sounds like they had all agreed upon it initially. Right. A few weeks ago, my boss approached me about a project that would require a lot of overtime in a short amount of time. It would both be great financially and for my career. I talked to my wife about it, and she agreed that I should say yes to my boss. And for the 4 weeks I'd be working on this, my mother-in-law and her best friend, Jessie, 29 female, name change, would come help out with some of the duties that I typically do.
Sam, I have to say it. Say it. Put an I see you in the comments right now if you see what's about to go down. Jesse's coming in. He's working overtime, grinding on long hours.
Who's he got to be really grinded on? I don't know.
Put an ICU. Come on.
Jessie is a stay-at-home mom with a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. She began coming over during the day and would watch the kids with my wife. 3 weeks into the project, it became clear that we'd need a few more weeks to get it together. I went home that night and talked to my wife about it. She said she was okay with it, but got very cold in the days after, I guess like cold feet. It wasn't unusual behavior the last few months because I imagine of the postpartum depression. Right. So I didn't think much of it and tried not to take it personally. During the last week of the project, right, because he's doing that super big project.
That's right, grinding.
He's doing big business. Mm-hmm. I got home one night and saw that Jessie was still at the house. I didn't think much about it and said hi to her and my wife, and then go back to check on our daughter. Before I could get to her room, I heard Jessie say something along the lines of, "He doesn't even stop to greet you. Definitely a sign." And I imagine a sign of cheating. Dude, that's like such a red flag in a friend. I'm gonna drop that.
He was so exasperated. He just whoop.
Bro,
red flag.
That's I feel like that's reading way too much into the lines, you know?
Why do we have to do, like, honestly, I truly think we've read enough of these stories and like different experiences of these type of best friends to see that they kind of just want the drama.
They live for the drama.
And it really messes up the friends' lives, because it's like, if the husband is innocent, you're creating all of this over nothing, you're just taking such a
minute detail, like he didn't greet you when he came home, and then, yep, cheating, affair.
Literally, like, could be tired, could be that's not.
There's a million other things.
And
also, I hate how like this person is inserting themselves into the relationship too, which is generally a bad move. But I would like, Victoria, thank you for putting the red flags in the chat.
Put them in. Drop them.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a red flag. So I turned around and asked what it was a sign of. He's like confronting it.
Yeah.
Immediately, my wife started crying, and Jessie started accusing me of having an affair. She told me that I must hate my wife because she has postpartum depression and not attracted to her because she gained weight from the pregnancy.
That's you saying that.
Yeah, dude. Great friend. It's like, why would you even love my fat, sad
She's
friend
so
over
ugly.
here?
Why don't you love her?
Neither of these things are true. I'm trying my best to help my wife through her postpartum depression while supporting our family, and I think she looks great how she is right now. She just hasn't wanted to have sex, and I haven't pushed. Jessie then demanded when I see my phone. I told her no. She told me that's a sign I'm guilty.
God. I mean, at that point, you do low-key kind of have to give it up just to be like, I have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But also, it's like, there's no... If he's truly innocent, there's no reason to, but
I'm going to just go up to strangers on the street now, and it's like, you're suspicious. Give me your phone. And if they don't give it to me,
you're cheating.
You're cheating.
You're cheating.
You're cheating.
I love that.
Yeah.
Great new series.
Exposing cheaters on the street. Great series. We should do it. I told my wife that I would let her see my phone if she wanted to. She nodded, and then something inside me broke because she wanted to see his phone. I guess it was the thought that she actually believed I was having an affair that really got to me, and that she didn't trust me after everything we've been through. Well, she looked through the phone, and there was no evidence. Jesse started saying that I deleted the evidence.
Oh, my God.
Jesse is the most toxic friend ever.
Yes.
She started screaming and woke up our daughter, so I told her to get out of the house. Screaming, John.
Waking up the child, like, this is so ridiculous.
Bro. Eventually, she left, and I went to calm our daughter since my wife was still on the couch crying. When my daughter was asleep again, I sat down by my wife and tried to talk to her about what's been happening. She told me she's been worried ever since I started working all the overtime. I told her that we talked about how good of an opportunity it was, and she agreed to letting me take on the project. She said it was very suspicious to increase the length of the project. I told her that sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
She wanted more evidence, so I showed her messages and emails with timestamps from work and pay stubs showing the overtime. She said she believed me and was sorry for doubting me. It was just that Jesse has been telling her that these were signs of cheating.
Jesse's planting this.
Jesse's
That's what's
planting
happening.
Yeah, because it was all fine before Jesse came into the picture.
All good. And
they had agreed upon it.
They had agreed upon it, and I can also understand too. Like, we've read a lot of stories where there was like they were like, oh, let's like open up the relationship, and later they regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see, especially with the postpartum depression, like those thoughts arising. But Jesse was the one planting the seed and fanning the flames.
Yeah. I mean, postpartum depression is already hard, and then if you add a super toxic friend into the mix, it gets even worse. Mm-hmm. And like Angie Whitson said, Jesse is projecting probably. Jesse probably got cheated on and just doesn't want anyone to have a happy relationship.
Yes, Jesse is the crazy friend.
Yeah. I asked her why she believed Jesse more than me and why she didn't come to me with her concerns. She didn't have a real answer. It's been a couple of weeks and the project is over. I actually scaled back and I'm trying to work a little less than I was before on the project so I can spend more time with my wife and daughter. But I feel so burnt out to do everything, and I'm becoming resentful because in the back of my mind, I know that my wife doesn't trust me. I ask myself, what happens the next time I have a project? Or I have to run errands one day. Or if I have a business trip, am I going to come back every time to accusations that I'm cheating? I've tried to bring it up a couple of times, but my wife tells me it's not the time and that she's too tired or sad. I try to be mindful of her feelings, but I wonder if that means that I can never have any of my own. I'm not sure what to do here. Any advice for how I can move forward? And there is a big, juicy, thick update. In fact, there are multiple thick updates. Some people might maybe remember a story at least similar to this, but we at least now have updates today. But what do you think, John? Like, what do you think is something that OP can do?
Yeah,
I would love to know from you guys. Put your answers in the comments right now. Like,
and we can discuss them.
Yeah, we can discuss it live because this is a live episode.
Woo! But yeah, I will say one thing really quickly to know. I do think the husband is maybe being a teensy bit harsh, just considering like that Jesse was the one planting everything and that she's going through the postpartum depression. I think I would, and he's probably just kind of like in shock of like, oh my God, these accusations and how the friend Jesse. I would cut her a little bit of slack,
especially because of the postpartum depression.
Especially because of the postpartum depression. And look, when a friend is planting ideas in your head and just you can just get caught in the spin cycle and like deep in the vortex. That's why she didn't have an answer when he asked her. Yeah. Why didn't you?
Why? Because it wasn't her. Like it wasn't coming from her.
Yeah.
She was coming from her friend. She didn't have these thoughts of like he's cheating. It's coming directly from her friend. But I do think what OP should do in this scenario is like, hey, I mean, I love you. I want to like, keep this thing going. We have a baby on the way or out of the way. In the world. Yeah, the baby is in the world. Yeah. The baby.
Took a second. Buffering.
Baby is there. This is live. But I think what maybe he could do is be like, hey, I totally understand that thoughts like this happen. You're going through a lot mentally, but I don't think Jesse should still be coming over.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I think that is like the very least you could do is like setting out down that border. Gustavo says Jessie needs to be locked up. She is a menace to society.
Let's go.
I don't know about locked up, maybe,
Yes.
but definitely locked out of the house. Like
Prison.
change
New chance.
straight to jail.
Let's go.
Straight to jail. But John, do you want to get into this thick, juicy update?
Let's do it.
So this comes. So the first came from the like 8/23, and now we are a couple days later, like 8 days later. So there's more context to the situation. Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
My wife passed on early Monday morning? Like, passed on as in died?
I mean, yeah, it sounds...
My wife passed on early Monday morning. Convinced by her friend, Jessie, that I was having an affair that I did not have, she had a mental break, which resulted in my taking our infant daughter and staying with my parents for a while. She was with her parents, who planned on taking her to the hospital for an inpatient treatment on Monday. On Sunday night, she came to my parents' house and demanded I give her our daughter because she had left her alone for several hours the last time she was responsible for her and had gotten physical with me, and I refused. I offered to let her come in and spend time with her while my parents and I were present, but she didn't want to come in and wanted to take our daughter with her. She was upset but left eventually. A few hours later, she drove into a tree and died. I think intentionally. Wow, I was not expecting that turn. No. The friend Jessie came to see my daughter and me yesterday, which, I mean, this is maybe too much, but like, there has to be some blame put on Jessie for like really kind of manipulating this like very hurt person.
It is such
Maybe not like all the blame, but yeah. Ashley says it's heartbreaking. Yeah, Amy, it's heavy. We're starting with a heavy one, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
The friend Jessie came to see my daughter and me yesterday. After some tears, she told me that she was planning to speak at my wife's funeral. Question for the chat. Question for John. Would you let Jessie speak at your wife's funeral or your significant other's funeral?
I would definitely need some time to think about it, and I would, like, if I'm in OP shoes, I would be like, I don't know, give me some time. I don't know.
Dude, I would probably be so angry that I couldn't even. Yeah, everyone's saying no. Meredith says no. The Raven says no.
Yeah.
Dicey says no.
No's across the board from
I would
in the chat
definitely
right
say no.
Yeah.
I would definitely. I mean, like, and I don't know if it's even the right thing to do, but like emotionally at that point, I would just.
You can't blame someone because like all of these things just happened to OP, right? Biggest thing being his wife passing away because of this whole thing. You really can't blame him, you know, like for anyone would have I feel like an intense emotional reaction.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. Grief.
All right. We're going to dive back in. So after some tears, she told me she was planning to speak at my wife's funeral. She had already cleared it with my in-laws, but was letting me know as a courtesy.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm going to do this. Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
I bet the in-laws don't know.
You think Jessie's lying? Not revealing the whole truth?
Yeah, she's at a bare minimum omitting the truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
I told her she would not be speaking at the funeral, which I feel like is a good move.
Yes.
We fought, and she left after telling me that I was an a-hole and not the only person who loved my wife, which is a good rebuttal. But it's like you weren't showing her love while she was living.
Yeah.
I talked to my in-laws, who were adamant that Jessie be allowed to speak. She and my wife knew each other since they were kids. Oh, that makes it complicated.
Yeah, it does.
And my in-laws are close to her. We're all very fragile right now, and I fear that pushing this further would hurt my relationship with my in-laws, which I don't want, especially because there's a kid. Still, the thought of seeing Jesse up there at my wife's funeral makes me feel sick. I don't think I can stand to listen to her knowing that she took joy in my wife's deteriorating mental health and picked up my wife, leaving my daughter home alone. That being said, I don't trust myself to make the best decisions right now. My mind's clouded by grief, guilt, and fear.
Yeah.
Of course. My parents are split on what to do, and I don't have the energy to reach out to my friends, so I'm coming here to Reddit again to ask you for your advice. Thank you. So, I mean, I want to hear from all of you guys in the chat, like, what advice do you have for OP?
Mm-hmm.
Would you stand clear and say, like, hey, I'm not going to let Jesse speak at the funeral? I would love to know what you guys think. But, John, what would you do?
Yeah, I mean, and quick preface, this is kind of like an impossible, it's kind of impossible to imagine yourself in this scenario without actually having gone through it. That being said, I think, me personally, I probably would just let her. I might even like step out while she's speaking, because again, I do want to, I'm assuming I, love the in-laws.
Yeah.
I want my child to continue to have a good relationship with their grandparents, and just not, I'm already going through all this stuff with Jesse. I don't want to bring that to the grandparents while they're grieving their loss of their child.
I think
right?
the thing that's rough though is like, does it, like, to have to think about balancing all of these social dynamics at at the funeral, when like really the only thing that you should have to do is just grieve.
Let yourself grieve.
Yeah, give yourself the space. Yeah, and like that kind of crowds that space, but is the damage that can potentially happen greater by not allowing that?
And it's also like, now you're bringing those same dynamics and 100 things to think about to the grandparents. That to me is the thing. It's like, now they're having to go through all of this too.
Yeah.
I think maybe let her speak, maybe step out while she's speaking. At some point afterwards, it's kind of hard to say when, but at some point afterwards, sit the grandparents down and like let them know the truth.
Yeah.
So Jesse doesn't continue to try. Like, let's eventually get Jesse out of here. Honestly.
Yeah.
I don't want Jesse near my child.
Definitely not near the child.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But maybe we read some comments from some people. So like Burning Rose says, Jesse doesn't get to go to the funeral. Go no contact with her and the in-laws too if they try to push. Which I could see going no contact with Jesse for sure.
Yeah.
But it feels like OP wants a relationship with the in-laws.
We're kind of assuming
that's what it's. Yeah, that's what it seems.
Good in-laws and grandparents.
Yeah, it seems like OP is trying to preserve the relationship with the in-laws, but does not want Jesse there. Nicole Stewart says, with the history of the family and connection from a young age and not wanting to piss off the in-laws, I would bite my tongue and let her talk. I feel like that's probably closer.
Yeah, Nicole. I would say I'm probably on board with you on that.
Yeah. And then Carr says, this is such a sucky situation. I honestly would be more worried that she would try to push the narrative that OP was cheating. I didn't even think about that.
I did not think about that.
Carr, dude, that is such a good point.
That's a good point, Carr.
Yeah.
Very good point, Carr.
Because
what if her explosive ass
starts spreading lies? That would
tries to expose them at the funeral. That would be.
What if you mean at the speech?
Because we already know how insane she is. We already know that she's willing to disrupt the peace and all this, and she loves the drama, wake up the baby, all this other stuff.
Oh, dude, I could totally see her doing
it.
That.
Unfortunately.
Okay, that Carr kind of changed my position. I'm like,
I think so too.
No Jesse at all.
I think I go to Jesse and I'm like, I'm not gonna give you the chance, the opportunity. And maybe at that point you do bring that to the grandparents, because here's what's worse.
Yeah.
Jesse ruining the funeral for the grandparents.
Yeah.
That's actually worse.
And it feels like something that could potentially happen. But you know what definitely will potentially happen in this live stream?
What is that?
I think you reading this next story.
Oh, wow. Are we over?
We're over. That's the last update, dude.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was just like clutching the edge of my seat, and then
is that is the last update. Yeah. Oh wait.
What do you got, Riley?
No, wait. Wait.
You missed one.
Did I miss one?
Yeah.
Okay, there is some like I guess juicy middle part that I may have missed. So I'm gonna do that middle part.
All right.
Okay.
Fill in the context.
Okay, I'm gonna fill in some more context. So there is an update. This is, I guess, a little bit before. OP says, I need to go to the therapist and start looking after my own mental health. A couple people asked for an update, so I'm giving one, but it's not happy. That night I approached my wife and told her that I was going to find a therapist. I didn't connect it to her accusations or anything, just said I was having a tough time and needed therapy. So again, we're kind of going back in time a little bit and getting some more context that OP, like I guess, maybe didn't have in the first one.
Yes.
She shrugged and told me to do whatever. Next day, I got home from work, and our room and my home office were ripped apart. Things everywhere, important papers scattered. I don't see her, but our daughter's in her room crying. My wife left her alone, her cells off. So again, this is before everything, like OP's wife passed away. Mm-hmm. I called my in-laws and a few friends, but no one's seen her. I'm starting to get worried, and I call my mom to see if she can babysit while I go out and look for her. Before my mom can get home, my wife gets back. Jesse's driving. So now we're getting the context of like what actually happened when she disappeared.
Right.
Jessie doesn't come in. She hasn't been back in the house since I kicked her out because she was offended by my behavior. Good thing that you kicked her out. Mm-hmm. But my wife does. She's clearly upset, been crying. I asked what happened. I thought at first the house might have been robbed. She starts screaming at me that I'm being unfaithful and that the therapy is a front so I can meet my mistress, which I imagine is planted by Jessie.
Oh, my God.
I try to calm her down and tell her that's not true, but she came at me and she hit me. My nose is broken, so it's not even a light hit.
Yeah.
She kind of realized what she did and sat down on the couch and went comatose, just stared at the wall. I went to my daughter's room and locked the door. Called my mom to tell her what happened. She was already on her way. And my mother-in-law to ask her to come over and take care of my wife. I packed a bag for my daughter, and when my mom got there, we left. My wife didn't even look up. We dropped my daughter off with my dad and then went to urgent care for my nose because the nose is completely broken. I got blood all over my mom's new Subaru. I mean, luckily Subarus are pretty durable, but sorry, I just had to do something to light the
no free sponsors. No free sponsors by unnamed vehicle.
My daughter and I are staying. That was bad. I'm sorry, guys. My daughter and I are staying with my parents for a while, and my wife's staying with hers. I'm looking into getting a restraining order against Jessie. My wife and I are separating. I love her, but I won't live with someone who hurts me and who could potentially hurt our daughter. I am not going forward with the divorce yet, with hopes that my wife will get the treatment she needs and we can work things out. My in-laws told me that they're looking at an inpatient treatment at a local hospital, but I also have everything well documented in case of an eventual custody battle. My heart's broken because I know this isn't my wife. This is a sickness in her mind. But I need to keep myself and our daughter safe and give her the space to recover. I'm hoping that this is the right decision. Thanks, everyone. So I guess that's more of the context that we kind of missed in between those two updates. But I mean, yeah, it's so rough because it's like people change, you know.
In terms of like Jessie.
In terms of the wife, it's
yes,
like
yes.
it's like, and it's not. It's hard because it's like not really her fault at all.
Yeah. So I mean, some people like develop schizophrenia in their like 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
fuck, dude, don't tell me that. I'm like look at my watch, bro.
30
coming around the corner.
Here we go. But yeah, I mean, also this gives me even more.
This is the context. Yeah.
Thinking about Carr's comment of like, what if Jessie comes to try to ruin the funeral? This makes me think even more that Jessie is going to do that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we just got more context that like she like was driving OP's wife. She possibly contributed to tearing up the entire place.
Yeah.
And what I guess OP was saying in the third update was like she was the one that left the daughter home alone.
Yeah.
Newborn
Jessie
daughter.
Cannot. I feel like as soon as you tell the in-laws that, like, yeah, Jessie like, you know, left her alone.
Yeah.
That's like enough because she left her alone to prioritize stirring up the drama. Like, That alone should be enough to get her out of the funeral.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I feel like if I presented this to the parent, like mother-in-law and
Yes.
father-in-law, be like, look, this is my documentation of what's happened.
Yes.
Like, she cannot be there.
That's right.
Danielle said this story is so sad and tragic. Yeah, completely. How old is the daughter? The daughter's a newborn, so it's
Yes.
yeah,
Postpartum depression.
yeah.
Baby was
So
just
I
born.
imagine it's like maybe no more than a year old.
Yeah, probably less.
But yeah, so that we got like a little bit more context. And Sarah, thank you for tuning into the live.
Yes.
We're glad you're here. But John, now that we have the full story, this full sad story to start with,
Yes.
do you have another story for me, possibly that is maybe a little less sad?
Producer Riley. Is our next story? What's the mood? What's the vibes?
Yeah, you just gotta figure it out.
We just got to figure it out. All
curveball.
right. We're going to do that.
Nothing easy.
Nothing easy. Okay.
All right.
Producer Riley keeping us on our toes with this story. Am I the a-hole for returning the shoes I got from my husband after he accused me of stealing from him? Again, this is OKOP, home of the craziest true stories on earth. I'm John and Sam. Do we think that OP is a dirty, filthy thief?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think OP is a dirty, filthy thief. And he's trying to cover up the tracks by using Reddit as an alibi.
Wow.
He's like, oh, I wrote this Reddit post and it says I'm innocent. How could I not be innocent?
Well, we're about to get another verdict from all of you watching
All right.
right
let's
now.
see if my no context guess is right.
Woo! So, this is from Campfire by Lake 77, who says, my 29 husband, 36, is the breadwinner of the family. I stay at home with the kids who are preschool age. He pays for the mortgage, bills, household needs, food, kids, etc., etc. He has set a monthly budget for each category and handles getting everything done. Cool. Recently, he has become overwhelmed and told me to handle grocery shopping, but before he let me, he asked me to write a list of all the stuff that we need so he could calculate the total and also so he'd have an idea of how much I'll be spending when I take his credit card. So he's still staying on top of the budget, like doing his budgeting.
It's almost, it feels like
duties.
Too much.
A little bit. Well, I mean, bro was doing, he was providing for the family, handling the budget, and handling grocery shopping. Like, that's
is
kind
he
of
handling grocery shopping?
He's
or
passing
is he just
it off now, I believe, right?
Okay.
He's passing it off. Yeah. So he was grocery shopping, and he's like, "This is too much. I'm gonna pass it off, but I'm staying on my budget game. Let me know so I can like account for that."
Wow, that would be so stressful.
Yeah.
Doing that detailed of a budget.
I think what you're pointing out, which is a good observation, is so I can know how much to expect you'll spend.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people are putting financial abuse in the chat.
Yeah,
the Raven says it.
Yeah,
it feels like a lever of control.
Yeah, because why don't he just say like, "Hey, we're gonna shoot for $1,000 a month. Just try to stay inside of that."
Yeah.
That's really what he should.
That's
say.
reasonable, but it's like, don't spend more than $5 on milk a week.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
way
chill.
too much actually. Yeah.
Milk sometimes costs more. Do you see about the egg crisis?
Inflation.
Eggs were crazy expensive for a while.
Eggs blowing up out here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back to the story. I didn't have an issue with that because this way we would watch our spending habits. However, he said I'm never allowed to get something that isn't on the list unless I'm paying for it some other way. And here we go. That is it.
But how? How? She's taking care of your children.
This is the like financial control. This is him like sinking his claws in him. Yeah. This is crazy. This shows he's crazy.
That is a red flag. Red flags in the chat.
Red flags in the chat.
That seems like a red flag to you.
Giant
red flag.
Again, like I feel like all you would need to do is be like, hey, let's shoot for $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
If you go like a little bit over, who cares?
I don't really, I mean, I've never been married, so I don't actually know how this works. Do you, like, for anyone is married in the chat, like, do you guys like have budgets for like groceries or like budgets for, especially like stay-at-home moms? Like, do you have like budgets for how much you spend or that you agree on?
I mean, people have budgets. Yeah.
I don't even know how it works. How does it work? Very
Let us
people,
know in
if
the
you have
comments.
budgets. Yeah,
Let us know about your share your budget.
share your budget
Share your budget.
breakdown. Yeah, let us know. I mean,
Or
you
just
don't-
your philosophy.
yeah, your philosophy.
Yeah.
You don't have to give numbers.
Eggs,
And
$300.
social security number. Put it in the chat.
Stop it now. Anyways, so on Friday, I was doing some grocery shopping as usual and saw that the store had some nice shoes on sale.
Okay.
The price was insanely low for this brand, and so
Is it on the list?
I have a suspicion it's not on the list.
Oh my goodness.
And so I decided to grab a pair for my husband, not even for her. Yep. Thinking that he'd be happy with them since he needed new sneakers anyways. I bought them, and when I showed them to him, he flipped out on me, saying I made a huge mistake by buying something that was not on the list.
I wonder, my question is, are they, like, what is their financial situation?
Yes.
Like, are they, like, super strapped?
Yeah.
And so every dollar counts? Or does, like, man have, like, a comfy tech job and he's just being super controlling?
Yeah.
It feels like it's just the controlling.
It's
bit.
the controlling.
It
yeah.
feels like it's the control.
I'm going to kind of guess and assume that maybe they're not like super loaded, but this is clearly him just doing control. I think, yeah, it wouldn't even matter if he made
Because I feel like it feels like there's just no trust, like financial trust in this relationship.
It's so dumb.
Because if you just agree upon a budget, then there's financial trust. It's like, oh, I can go about and like work within what we've agreed upon. But this is way too over the top.
And why would you like? It would be if I was the husband, I would be stressed out keeping track of all this. It just further shows he's using it as a means of control over the wife.
I don't know. Yeah, let us know. Do you think it's control, or do you think man is just on his budget game? Put your answer. So we watch a lot of Dave Ramsey.
Yeah,
or whoever.
financial guru over here.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Put your answers in the chat, and we have it live.
So I agreed with him, but I thought that since the shoes were for him, that it would be different. He said I screwed up and shouldn't have bought those sneakers even without telling them. But in my defense, I said that the price was low, so it's not like I spent $100 on shoes. And also, I saw that this was a great deal and wanted him to have those nice sneakers.
Okay.
He plainly said that what I did is considered stealing. Since he never...
You're a team. You're married.
This is disgusting.
You're married.
Since he never consented to having those sneakers purchased and said that I'm being irresponsible with his money, and that is why I no longer have an income and have my spending habits needing a grib.
What's a grib?
What is a grib? Does
What's
anyone
a grib?
know?
Tell us what a grib is.
I'm guessing it's like guardrails.
A grib.
I don't
But
know.
wow, like, and then also just the language that he uses, my money. Like, I feel like if you're in a partnership, especially in this kind of partnership, it's like you start using words like our, right?
It's just further. The more this man opens his mouth, the further it shows that he's like grossly disgusted.
I think
grossly
Kristen
controlling.
has a solution for us.
Uh-oh.
Divorce.
Yeah.
Divorce. Yeah. I agree. That I think it's a way like definitely a method of control.
Leave this guy. My goodness. I felt hurt by what he said, as you should.
Yeah, duh.
We argued about it for hours, and he avoided speaking to me for the rest of the day. What a baby.
What a douche.
This guy's
Big old douche.
awful. The next day, I went and returned the sneakers and took the money back.
Aw.
He got home in the evening and lost it when he found out I returned them. Yeah, this guy's no.
He's like,
Leave it
I was
immediately.
mad that you bought them, but now I feel attached to totally my style.
Literally completely to control her and just like,
It's not about the shoes.
no, not about the shoes,
It's not about the shoes.
money.
It's not about the
At
money. It is all about
all.
control.
He got home in the evening and lost it when I found out I had to return them. He said that he couldn't believe how petty and childish I was to actually do this. How petty and childish are you, mother effer? I explained that I was just correcting my quote-unquote mistake. He tried to contact the store and was told that the sneakers were already sold. He got even angrier with me, and I told him that he accused me of stealing for him when I was just trying to do a nice gesture for him. He yelled, saying that I had a lot of nerve calling what I did a nice gesture while using his money to do it. I told him he had no right to yell at me after I corrected my quote-unquote mistake and gave that back the money he accused me of stealing. He threw a fit and went out with his friends and came home late at night, still not talking to me. I have something for the breakdown now. Did I mess up? Maybe I shouldn't have purchased them knowing that they weren't on the list, but I just wanted him to have those sneakers, and I thought I was doing a nice gesture. That is the end of the story. I think that in addition to his controlling, manipulative, just like, I don't know, psychopath, I don't know the exact term, psychopathic, I don't know. Something
give
like
us some terms we can call this.
Yeah.
Guy, other than douchebag.
Yeah, gross behavior, basically. I think he's cheating. And he's like, okay, wow, look at what you made me do, buying me shoes and returning them, like literally all doing good things, and then he goes out, uses that cheat to go out late and cheat. I
mean, I don't know, I don't know if I can say he's cheating quite yet. Like we just John's going,
and I did.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's definitely sus. I mean, just to go out late and do God knows what, like. It's another red flag.
Yes.
It's like there's a communication breakdown too. It's control and there's a breakdown of communication. I don't know if it's something that the thing is, like in the case of divorce, like it's definitely gonna be, because he has so much control over it, it's gonna be hard for her too.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is the best path.
It is overall, like long term, the best solution. Although it might hurt a lot more now in the meantime.
Yeah. Someone said leave as soon as possible. Yeah. Jessica says leave as fast as possible. Yeah. I mean, you got to leave. You got to leave. It's terrible.
Yeah, emotional. Yeah, someone else said emotional and financial abuse.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, Venny says wife breathes, husband, how dare you? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
That is exactly what's happened. She's literally, not only is she not doing anything wrong, she's doing things that are good because, like, think about the shoes.
She's fixing problems.
She saw that his shoes were old, and it's like, we're gonna have to buy shoes anyways. These are a good deal, so we will save money by me getting this deal right
And
now.
the thing is, he obviously liked them because he wanted them back. Not only did she get like shoes that were on sale and a great deal, she got some swanky ass shoes that he was so mad that he couldn't get back that he yelled at everyone he could.
What more? Like,
she sounds super thoughtful. I mean, she just has to get out of there.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like, are there like resources for like stay-at-home parents that like in divorce? Because like to hire a lawyer, you need money. But if someone is super controlling of the finances, like how does that? I wonder how that even works.
Yeah, maybe.
And if anyone knows, but like put your answers in the comments, because it's like how does that work when you don't when the finances are being so controlled that you couldn't even hire a lawyer to start to get a divorce?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe there's a public defender. I don't know if you can get a public defender in absolutely everything. I'm really not sure, but
yeah, I'm
very curious.
Yeah, they have. I mean, I imagine shelters
shelters
would be a place to go. But how do you?
Rebby?
Yeah, but how do you get a lawyer? You need a lawyer.
That's the question.
Yeah,
that is the question.
But you know what question I have for you, John?
What is that?
Are you ready for this next story?
No, but do it anyways.
All right. Aye, Captain. So this is, today I effed up by accusing my husband of cheating when I thought I had a really good reason to be suspicious.
What is the reason?
I'm very curious about the reason. What is a good reason? Leaving
seeing them naked in the bed together.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good reason.
Babe, I was just she had some suspicious stuff going on. I was doing a thorough inspection. He's a doctor.
We were building a fort.
He's a doctor, and he's like, the only way I can do this inspection.
It's an at-home inspection.
He was
it's
a doctor.
Pap smear
He was a doctor. Get
from
ready
the
for
bed.
This. Doctor with a migraine. I had to turn off all the lights, and then I was I didn't want her to be the only one naked, so I had to get naked too.
Yeah, for comfort.
There you go.
All right. Also, put in the chat some of the best reasons to be suspicious of a partner cheating. But my hubby's been working late on and off for the past few weeks, which is very new because in our nearly 12 years together, that's a long time, the one thing he's always been adamant about is separating his work and his home life. Sometimes he'd stay only an hour, sometimes 2, sometimes 30 minutes. I began to grow a bit suspicious, but I haven't said anything. So I guess it's like he's staying over like an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 30 minutes. He's working late. I began to grow suspicious. Then yesterday, he stayed afterwards for about an hour, which delayed date night that we had planned. When he came home, I was just looking at him, admiring my man, and then I caught a glimpse of orange in his beard. For context, my hubby is not ginger, neither am I. In fact, he is black and his hair is black. I looked a bit closer, and there was an orange hair in his beard. It caught the light perfectly, and it was the confirmation of my worst fears. He's eating out a ginger.
Oof. That's not what it actually says.
That's not, no,
right?
if he did not say that.
Yeah.
But
I was like, is this Riley? Oop.
I just said, I effing knew it, and started crying. Would you be suspicious if you saw another person's hair in someone's beard? Like if Naima saw a long red strand of hair in your beard, would she be mad?
I guess because you could, like, what are the scenarios where it's innocent? Work colleague, working late, like, hey, all right, hey, have a good one.
Yeah. John gets stuff in his beard all the time too.
Damn, really? Wait, am I getting put on blast?
No.
Guys, have you ever seen stuff in my beard and just never
after
told
eating,
me ever?
bro? After eating, I'll be like, hey, you got a little bit of schmutz. All my beard boys, like, they get schmutz in their beard.
Guy, what is it? Venny says beard is a red flag. Sorry, John. Guys, what are you? Why? What's happening?
Dude, just don't question. Just know that it is.
Oh my God.
He asked me what was wrong, and I called him a lying cheater. And he said, what the F? And I said, who's that ginger hair from? He looked confused, and he said he knows there's a ginger hair in his beard, and what's so bad about that? I was flabbergasted. And then he was like, you haven't noticed this time that I have dark orange hairs? What? Turns out that his whole life he's always had a few random orange hairs in his beard, and that he never thought anything about it, and I've never noticed. Nice con, bro. Now you have to dye those hairs for the rest of your marriage.
Oh my God.
He told me to grab the hair and pull on it, and I grabbed some tweezers, and sure enough, it was his hair. It even looked like the rest of his hairs, coarse and curly. Man, girl was she was stretching.
Yeah.
She's an Elastigirl out here. He showed me some of the other ginger hairs that he had apparently. When he shaves it off or pulls out, it grows back ginger. I felt like the biggest idiot in the world. My hubby took it wonderfully, and I apologized for being so insecure and told him that I was feeling about, she was feeling about like him working late.
Yeah.
He said that he knows that that this is a problem, and he's sorry, but he's had a couple of mortgage and investment deals lately, and he stays behind to finish the paperwork instead of punting it to the next work day. I love how he's apologizing for kind of having orange beard hairs.
and for trying to be as productive, and like he's like, you know what, I need to get ahead of it, let me finish it today, so that we're proactive.
Yeah,
trying to be proactive out here.
His company has an app to track time, which his boss signs off and on of, and he logged into his app and showed me all the authorized overtime, which perfectly lined up with the times he had been working late. I apologized for being insecure, and he accepted my apology, and we moved on from it, but I still cringe when thinking about it. I suck, I know. Don't kill me, y'all. Ha 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 ha. Question, is this a red flag for OP? I want to know what your thoughts are in the chat. But John, do you think this is a red flag?
I'm gonna say red flag because I guess I could see the suspicion. I mean, it's almost like where your mind first jumps to, I guess. Like, I'm just generally not observant like that. But like, I feel like if I saw that, it wouldn't even the synapses wouldn't synapse enough to be able to make.
Because you're like cheating is so far from your mind.
It's just so far from my mind. But I guess apparently I have stuff in my beard all the time.
You do,
and it's so suspicious. So
it is, bro.
You know,
you got some Riley curls in your hair every once in a while. You never know, dude. You never know.
Don't bring me into this.
Yeah, dude,
don't bring me.
Riley's shedding all over the place. But John, I feel like it may be time to pull up that next story.
Really quick, I gotta say, Kimberly in Brazil, ginger flag, orange flag alert. That's hilarious.
Orange flag.
Oh,
but while
my
John is
gosh.
pulling up this new story,
Mhm.
I'll read some comments from the chat. So Amy Guzman says, my dad's hair was different textures and colors like a calico cat. So he kept his head and beard cut until he retired. It happens, and why did the wife not notice before? I am proud to say I know at least 90% of my hubby's body. Only 90%. You got to explore that.
Oh,
100%. Go inside and out, girl.
We got to make that the deep ocean, explore it all.
Yeah, dude. Be like James Cameron, spelunk to the bottom of the depths.
That's right.
Don't be like Ocean Gate, though, because you don't want to explode in the wrong
That's for the
places.
billionaires. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That's no good. What other comments we got? What do we got going on?
Yeah, Ted, Ed, and Lime Juice. How would she not notice the hairs, though? Because depending on how long they've been together, I feel like you would notice something like that.
I feel like
12 years.
12 years.
That's a while.
I definitely feel like
That's a while.
you
But
would notice
like,
that.
I don't know. Some people aren't as perceptive, and especially maybe if he's growing out the beard and doesn't know.
In 12 years, you probably have done enough. If you have,
Hey, I've been able to grow a beard for at least 8 years, and I've never seen it at full length.
because you've never got guys. Put a beard man emoji if saying to grow a beard.
Do not
drop beard man emojis.
Do not
Drop
make me. Please do not make me grow a beard.
Drop the beard man emojis, guys. If we get 1,000 beard man emojis, Sam will legally be forced to have to wear or have to grow a beard. By the way, also, can we get a quick round of applause for producer Riley, who has
thank
been
you.
producing the heck out
This
of this live
is
stream.
our first long live stream. We're gonna be live streaming for a while. So please stick with us. We are not done yet because John, you have a big, juicy, thick story for us. Yeah,
that is right, and that story is my ex-girlfriend told me my current girlfriend sabotaged our relationship. Am I the a-hole for getting back with my ex? This is OKOP. We read the craziest true stories on earth. I'm John and Sam. Should OP get back with his ex? Because the ex-girlfriend has sabotaged a relationship, right?
The
Or, no,
ex-girlfriend.
sorry, the ex-girlfriend.
Current girlfriend sabotaged the ex-girlfriend relationship.
That's what the ex is claiming.
Potentially.
That's what the ex is claiming.
Ooh, I don't know. I might hear her out.
Yeah.
Because then it's at least you know it's a red flag for current girlfriend if it's true.
Exactly.
Not necessarily if you should get back with the ex, but maybe
if it's true. On the off chance it's true, sit down and hear it out, right?
What we all recently watched The Notebook together. There was not a dry eye in our house, but she went back with Ryan Gosling at the end because it was her first and truest love. So maybe this is what is happening.
Wow, that's so true. And then, of course, what else is true is that everyone has commented beard emojis. So Sam is legally obligated to grow a beard.
Bad.
He's
I will
legally
I will
obligated.
look so terrible.
Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And as your reward, let's get into this juicy story. So this one comes from throwaway ex-girlfriend 25324, who says, I, 28 male, am really confused about the events of the last month. My ex-girlfriend, Julie, 29 female, thinks that my current girlfriend, Mindy, 28 female, is manipulative and sabotaged our 4-year relationship.
Wow.
That's a big
statement.
bold claim.
Big
bold
statement.
claim.
Okay.
I was in a loving relationship with my ex-girlfriend Julie for the last 4 years. We met through some mutual friends. My ex Julie and I were very compatible in terms of our love for outdoor activities and running. We have a very similar lifestyle and supported each other well for the last 4 years. We also have been living together for the last 3 of those 4 years. We even discussed getting married during the summer. Everything was great, and I was planning to propose to her over the holidays.
Planning to propose to the current girlfriend.
To Julie, the ex.
Oh.
It's going to go great, right?
Oh, no.
It's going to go great. Guys,
it's not going to go great.
It's going to go great. Riley,
yeah, but I see you in the chat if you know where it's going.
It's going to go great. However, I started to see changes in behavior in Julie around September. She was acting quite distant and looked stressed. It was quite noticeable, and I was worried. I trust her with all of my heart, and I was not worried. I trust her with all of my heart, and I could not imagine that she would be cheating on me. However, she did spend more time by herself. Okay. Around that same time, my ex Julie's friend Mindy messaged me privately and asked me if I could meet her secretly, as she wanted to tell me something about Julie.
Okay.
Mindy and my ex Julie work together, and I have known Mindy ever since I started dating Julie. I was surprised, but to be honest, I had assumed the worst. I met her at a cafe after work, and she asked me if things were going okay between Julie and me. She told me that Julia had told her she was planning to leave me soon.
Oh man, that is ice cold. Like we almost need like an ice pack on one of these cameras to really cool this thing down.
Almost. It's hot. It's
Yeah,
on fire. We don't know if we can bring
man.
it back down. We really don't know. I have a question for everyone in the comments right now. I mean, so she is going, it's not even cheating. She's like, oh, she's planning to leave you soon.
But that's like, why would the friend do that?
That's
so...
what I'm saying. I would think if it was like, hey, she's cheating on you, that's more of a reason to like actually sit down and tell someone.
But to say like she's planning on, why would you
take that upon yourself?
Yeah.
Is that really your place?
That's a red flag. Like anyone who told me that, I would be like, that's a red flag from you.
Yeah, I don't know if I would think it's a red flag, but it's like,
I would think it's a red flag from the person telling me that information.
From Mindy.
Like, who are you to tell that to me? That should be coming from my partner if she's really planning on leaving.
Should be.
It
should be.
I don't know. Let's see.
But is it?
It is meddling. Yeah, Venny, I agree with you.
So after OP got this news, this was a total shock to me. I asked her if there was anyone else. I asked her if there was anyone else that Julie was interested in, and she told me no. Julie confided in her that she was not sure about marrying me. She told me that she just had to tell me this as she didn't want me to be blindsided. Again, in the comments, is this Mindy's place?
Yeah.
Is this Mindy's place, yes or no? Is it Mindy's place,
no.
yes or no?
I think no. I think it's definitely meddling, and I don't think that's at all.
And
what should happen.
What's not meddling is the special guest that is
Sophia,
here too.
Come over here,
Sophia. On the live stream, guys, say hi to Sophia.
Sophia, come over here. Come over here.
Well, she's there. She is.
Oh, hi, Fia.
Hello, I'm just delivering food.
Thank you.
And
Sophia probably is going to come into live stream later today.
Oh yeah,
so
get ready.
Get ready.
No,
but let's go back into the story.
I was devastated. I started putting more effort into making our relationship more exciting, planning more dates, etc., etc. Mindy was also helping me through this time and telling me more about what Julie told her.
Oh, dude, Mindy wants some. Mindy wants a piece.
Yeah.
Put in the chat, Mindy wants a piece if you think Mindy wants a piece.
Mindy wants a piece. Eventually, before Thanksgiving, Julie told me that she loved me. Julie.
Mindy wants a piece.
No.
Oh.
That's Julie told me that she loved me.
Okay. I thought
Got so excited. Hold on, partner. But she wanted to take a break for a month to live alone. So she did technically want to, quote unquote, leave. She could. This makes it a lot more plausible that Mindy was.
Can we take a hot sec right here and just talk about like marriage and breaks and stuff?
Let's do it.
I don't know if I actually necessarily see wanting to take a break for a little bit before getting marriage as necessarily a huge red flag in a relationship ender, especially if you're not like hooking up with people. I could see like just a time of, I don't know, meditation to think about, am I truly ready to commit the rest of my life to this person and like really take it seriously? And like I have a friend that took a break. He was dating his current girlfriend for a couple years, and before they really were like getting serious and basically planning their life together, he's like, hey, like I need to take a break to like make sure that this is the right thing and that I'm ready to commit. And he did, and now they're very happily in a relationship and like planning kids and planning marriage. And so like I do see that as potentially helpful to a very, very long-term marriage. But I could also see sometimes as a red flag. I would love to know what you guys think. in the chat, but I don't know. What do you think, John?
I have a story of the exact opposite, which was a little bit more extreme. And this man, he was a wild boy, but he planned to get married to this person. And basically they had a year of just going bananas. And then they're supposed to come together at the end of the year.
Like just like hooking up with a
knot.
bunch of random people.
I think just kind of like you can do what you want.
Right.
Was the guard and
it imploded the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah,
It definitely did.
Yeah, I imagine it doesn't always work.
Yes, it doesn't always work.
But did it work in this scenario?
We're about to find out. So she said that she wanted to live alone for a month to make sure that she wanted to marry me. I was completely heartbroken. I asked her if she wanted to pursue someone else. She told me that was not the case.
Okay,
Gotcha.
That's good.
And I better not do anything stupid either. She loves me with all of her heart, but she says she wants to stay away from me to make sure that she is marrying me for love and not because she is used to being with me. I did not understand that at all.
I think that's a good. It's like I want to marry you, not because I'm dependent on you, but because I love you.
Yeah, the reasoning is good, I would say.
Yeah.
I told her that if she was not sure after 4 years if she wants to marry me, then maybe we should just break up.
Joanna says lies. Joanna doesn't believe it.
Doesn't believe it?
Yeah.
Doesn't believe it. Real quick, guys, this is a quick tinfoil conspiracy. Very quick. Everyone in the comments. Everyone in the comments right now.
Tinfoil hat.
Do they break up or stay together? Do they break up or stay together? Riley, get your face on there.
Okay. Do you have a conspiracy?
Comments. The conspiracy is the question: do they break up or stay together? Are they going to make it through this?
I feel like Mindy is the wild card, so I feel like they might break up because of some shit Mindy says.
Riley, producer Riley, big protein.
I think that they.
I think they break up.
I think they break up for sure.
Yeah.
And, I'm with Sam on this one.
What do you think, John?
Let's see what the I already read it. So
a lot of people are saying break up.
Let's see.
Yeah, break up. Nicole says stay together. Elena says break up. Let's see who's right.
All right, let's take off the
hats.
hats.
Go back to reality.
Get back to reality. Are we ready? We had a big fight. And broke up a few days after that.
Oh.
Seriously?
Dun. They broke up already.
I wonder what the reasons were for breaking up.
That's a good question. Maybe what they just said, but also there was more. As our lease was ending, we decided to part ways in December. Wow. She got a new apartment, and I kept our old apartment and just took her name off the lease. After the breakup, I was feeling very lonely, as I was not used to being in the apartment alone.
Mindy!
Big old
Bro,
Mindy!
Mindy's coming through!
Where you at, girl? I didn't want to keep on being sad, and hence invited a bunch of friends for a New Year's party.
And Mindy was one of the friends?
I also invited Mindy.
Bro, they're hooking up. Put I see you in the chat if you think they're going to hook up.
We had a good time, and my friends were doing their best to cheer me up. Mindy also mingled with my friends, and it was all good. Mindy decided to stay back and help me clean up, and we hooked up that night.
Bro, that's a classic move. Yeah, let me help and stay and clean up.
Oh, let me just bend over and just.
Riley, you're laughing too hard at
Look,
that.
there's so many things.
Oh, dude, look at that booty. Look at that booty.
Whoa.
I think I gotta get it.
Oh, yeah. Can you get down a little further?
Oh, good gravy. Shooting that derriere here and
has
there.
never happened in this house.
That
Wait
has never happened.
a second. Wait. How late were you up New Year's Eve?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
New Year's Day, you were sleeping the whole day because you were like.
I was late.
super
I was
tired.
up very late. I was up until like 5, 6 a.m.
Really?
Alright.
What were you doing?
I was watching Big Lebowski. There's nothing to see here, guys.
Watching a movie?
Move along.
Okay.
Is there
all
something
right.
else
I
big
am
down
a
the stairs?
saint.
That's okay. Okay, so back to the story. Should we do finding the story and where we left off?
Boop, 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 boop,
This is what they don't see.
This is what they don't see.
All right. All right, are we going?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Sorry, guys.
No, it's perfect. I felt guilty, but Mindy did cheer me up. You don't say,
Oh,
Opie.
dude, I am
You don't
sure.
freaking say. Since then, we have hung out almost daily at my place. I am still sad about Julie, but I won't lie that being with Mindy does make me feel happy. She is sweet and caring.
Bro, Mindy has been planting the seeds this whole time. This is all part of her master plan.
Should Opie take the rebound right now? Yes or no in the comments?
What do you mean? He has taken the rebound.
I know,
That's
but
dribbling currently.
Should he? Should he? Like this is.
Nah, I don't think so. I think it's way too. I mean, wait, but isn't Mindy and Julie? They're friends.
They're co-workers.
Oh, okay.
And friends, I guess.
Bro, they're that's not
They
a
were
friend thing.
friends.
That's not a friend thing.
They were friends, but not anymore. Okay.
Yeah, don't date your ex's friends.
Yeah, that's especially so soon. Like
so soon.
So soon. That's crazy. Last Sunday, we woke up and someone was banging at the door.
And it was me and Mindy. Ayo, no.
On the door. Good job, guys. I went to open it, and it was Julie.
Was Mindy there when he opened it? No.
They're laying in bed together, and Julie came and knocked on the door.
Okay, but Julie hasn't seen Mindy yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
Unless you got a studio.
Okay.
So we can assume not yet. She looked furious and started yelling at me. She kept accusing me of cheating on her. I told her I most certainly did not cheat on her, and she was the one who broke up with me. Mindy, again, was also at my apartment. Julie was just angry at the both of us. She started calling Mindy a manipulative bitch.
So she
knows
Mindy.
she's there. She sees her there.
Oh my goodness, this is bad.
She started calling Mindy a manipulative bee and told me that Mindy was the one who suggested to her that we should take some time away for me to understand her
Bro,
true
Mindy's playing both
feelings.
sides. Mindy is playing both sides. She just wanted OP. OP is a snack, dude. And
Yes.
everyone wants a bite. Everyone wants a little munch.
Is Mindy a snake?
Put
Yes or no?
snake in the chat if you think Mindy is snake.
That's right. Little slither for
A
you.
little slitherer.
I calmed her down and asked her to explain herself. She told me that ever since our marriage talk, she told Mindy about it, and Mindy kept on asking Julie if she was sure about marrying me. Mindy suggested that she take some time to herself to understand her true feelings.
Oh my. This is the most manipulative shit that I have ever heard.
This is insane.
People exist like this. That's
They do.
sad.
They absolutely do.
Does anyone know a Mindy in their life? And like, please write a story. Maybe we can read a couple from you guys after this.
That's right.
Put a story in the chat.
I'm seeing a lot of snakes in the
seeing a
chat
lot of
too.
And the snake was in the grass. Now it's out of the grass. Now it's just right on the sidewalk. And y'all, Opie needs to step on that shit.
I will understand. And let me run it back a little bit. Mindy suggested that she take some time to herself to understand her true feelings, and that I would understand and give her the space. When I said no, Mindy convinced her that I was so controlling that I could not even give her 1 month to herself, and convinced her to break up with me.
Wow.
Yup. Mindy told me that she did not say any such things, and these were all Julie's ideas, and she was just there during these conversations.
This is totally a Jesse 2.0. Jesse from the first story.
Oh, yeah.
With OP's wife.
Mindy is the Jesse here.
Mindy is a Jesse.
Yeah. She did tell Julie that she was about to take some of the things so that I could get a chance to make things right with her over the last few months. That made Julie more angry, and she started accusing me of emotionally cheating on her. Julie told me that the last few weeks have made her realize that we were meant to be together, but she now cannot believe I would move on from a 4-year relationship in 1 week.
Oh, that is brutal. But you guys did break up. She can't be mad.
They did break up.
You did break up. I don't think the relationship contract ends when you
Yes.
break up.
I mean, imagine you have a 4 or even, let's say, a 3-year relationship, and then you do a rebound. Like, imagine, even a 3-year relationship, and you do that. Just imagine that, everybody.
Or like a 2-year relationship.
Oh. On one hand, I want to believe Julie, but she broke up with me for no fault of my own. Mindy was there for me when I was down, but now I also doubt her.
Dude, doubt her so much. Get away from
Please.
Mindy.
She suddenly started talking to me out of the blue, as we were never really that close before, and immediately became my support after the breakup, although Julie was her close friend. Am I the a-hole to emotionally cheat on Julie? Should I have told her about Mindy's texts? Should I have not moved on from her so quickly, even though Julie broke up with me? I was just hurting, and Mindy was right there to support me. I need advice from someone with a clear mind on knowing what the F is going on. And ladies and gentlemen watching right now, we have relevant comments. We have updates. We have comments from you right now. But we have to stop and break this down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little confused on the emotional cheating side.
I think because Mindy, before the actual official breakup, Mindy was getting closer with OP.
But it sounds like it was in the context of helping OP through the relationship with Julie.
Yes, and so basically that I think was it emotional cheating that OP kind of accepted the help and became more quote unquote emotionally close with Mindy. Not that he was like,
I would love to know what y'all think, if
Yeah.
you think it's emotional cheating or not, but I don't think that's emotional cheating.
I definitely think it is a gray area, and it truly depends on what are these conversations and interactions like.
But like what it seems like it was is like, hey, like things are hard with Julie, and then like what it seemed like the initial conversations was like Mindy's giving just terrible advice, but like OP is talking to Mindy to try to work on things with Julie.
Yeah.
You know, because like Mindy's like, she's gonna break up with you. It's like, and OP is like, oh shit, I need to step up my game. I need to make sure that I'm like there for her even more. And so he's not taking what Mindy's saying to distance himself from Julie.
No.
He's taking what Mindy's saying to make sure he's
do
closer.
better.
And so for that reason, I don't really think he is going into it with the idea of like, or even like subconsciously emotionally cheating. That doesn't seem like what's happening here.
It did have the purest of intentions, and I think it was after that it really ramped up in Mindy, which probably was completely Mindy's intention.
Yeah.
Was like, I'll just get in there as like a supportive friend, and then I'll crank it up.
Yeah, no, like Mindy is a terrible person. Mindy has been planning this from the I think just OP is like a little naive, maybe a little stupid. But the second question is Mindy or is hooking up with Mindy after Julie breaks up with OP a not cash money move?
Not a great move. But I mean, OP is like very heartbroken. I will give him some like leniency, but like not the best.
I think what's sus is it's not. I don't think it's necessarily bad that he hooked up with someone after breaking up. Like people do that all the time.
Right.
I think what's bad is he hooked up with a close friend.
Yeah.
I think that's a little sus.
Yes.
That's like I don't think that's a good move. Like I think you could hook up with someone who is in like the general friend group, but if it's a close friend and they've hung out one-on-one, I don't think that's a good move.
Yeah, and just generally, it's giving yourself some time is good. But
wait, should we read some of the comments before we dive into the update?
Let's do it.
Maybe Katie? Say
again?
Katie Lynn?
Katie Lynn. I don't think it's emotional cheating. But this couldn't have happened if they spoke. This couldn't have happened if they spoke to themselves, or if OP asked. Mindy said XYZ. Is this true? He also didn't seem to have thought about the feelings from Mindy until after Julie and him broke up. Seemed that he knew it was convenient and that Mindy cared about him, while OP was happy to take the opportunity that Mindy created by being two-faced.
Yeah, I agree with some of that.
Yeah.
I think I agree with some of that. And then A says, if OP and Julie were secure in the relationship, none of that would have happened. They both kept Mindy's talks to themselves instead of confronting the issue. That's kind of what the other person was saying. Like, I agree with that. If they just had communicated with about what Mindy was saying, it would have been fine. But I think they were too scared to communicate.
Yeah, I do not. Yeah. This is a tricky one, y'all.
Yeah.
This is a tricky one.
But John, Do you have an update for me?
We have. Should we have some relevant comments,
Yeah,
Riley?
let's hit
or
those relevant
is
comments.
the update good? Let's do the relevant comments. So, BRSocks2445 says, "Sounds like you and Julie need to talk privately and discuss what Mindy said to each of you." That is a great idea. Get the story straight. Let's interrogate this bad boy. As others have said, this sounds all too convenient. Mindy was in both of your ears telling you both what she wanted you to hear to orchestrate this whole thing. Please reach out to Julie and ask her to talk to you alone. Even if both of you don't get back together, I'm sure you both care for each other deeply, and she would want you to be with someone who cares about you and won't manipulate you.
Yeah,
and
Mindy
her.
is a manipulator. You should not stay with Mindy,
Absolutely.
for sure, 100%, a billion %.
Her manipulation of you is more direct, but Julie is the victim as well. OP, you are right. If Julie is right, I just threw a 4-year relationship under the bus in just 2 weeks.
Oh.
Artistic Asparagus 175 says, "So what's the reason for you sleeping with your ex's good friend weeks after the breakup? It's understandable you wanted to move on, but why her specifically?" Opie says, "I wasn't planning on it."
Convenient.
Convenient.
Yeah.
But she just stayed back after the party and things happened.
Yeah.
Did I feel guilty after that? Absolutely not. Just kidding. Yes, I did feel guilty. I felt discarded and unwanted after a 4-year relationship and was just not thinking straight. So, there's some more context. Yeah, I think again, Mindy was manipulating and was very intentional with all this stuff and catching OP at the worst possible moment.
Literally creating the worst possible
Creating
moment.
it.
I think massive red flags
Woo,
on
double.
all ends. And Lily says, "Why do you not ship merch to Iceland?" We actually just updated our merch link, so we should be able to ship everywhere. So check that again.
Very nice. It's in the description right now.
Yeah. If you want to support the show, check out the merch.
That's
We're
right.
wearing it right now.
Red flag versus green flag.
Yeah.
Pick what you want.
Yeah. There's little hats too.
That's right.
But is there an update?
Those are the relevant comments, and now we have the big juicy update.
Juicy.
28 male, posted last week regarding my girlfriend Julie, 29 female, accusing her friend Mindy of sabotaging the relationship. Julie broke up with me in December after a 4-year relationship, and Mindy reached out to me when I was feeling down. However, when Julie realized when Mindy was talking to me, she confronted both of us on Sunday morning and told me that Mindy manipulated her into breaking up with me. The worst part, I wasn't thinking straight after the breakup and ended up hooking up with Mindy at a New Year's Eve party. After the incident, I asked Mindy that I needed some time and did not want to meet her, since the following post on Reddit had 3,000 people call me an idiot.
And now you have more in the chat calling you an idiot. Please do not see Mindy.
Indeed. So I messaged Julie every day since then to try to talk to her. She did not reply to my messages. I was not sure if she had blocked me. Mindy was constantly trying to message me, asking if we could meet up and talk about it.
I wrote you for a year. I'm just quoting The Notebook. We watched it recently.
On Wednesday, one day after posting, I decided to message Mindy. I told her to tell me everything she said to Julie truthfully. I told her I would go no contact if I found out that she had been lying, which Mindy knows. It's like, hey, if she was actually lying, they would share what each other said and they would figure it out. OP and Julie would be able to figure it out.
But Julie isn't talking to OP.
Mindy, we don't know if Mindy knows that. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't.
I wouldn't trust anything.
This
Mindy
is
says.
This is a crazy game of chicken
Dude,
right now.
But
It's
why?
who's
Why?
gonna call
Why
the
is
bluff?
dude like go no contact now? You have enough information this moment to go no contact. Like, why would you have a person like this in your life? She is manipulative. She is super toxic and just like wants drama.
OP doesn't know if he believes it yet or not.
Ugh.
That's why. I mean, I feel like I would believe it.
Oh, but dude, you know she was talking in your ear.
But he's still like, was she telling the truth the whole time? Where she was talking to both of them, but wasn't planting the stuff for Julie. That's the question.
But she was, regardless, she was revealing things that Julie probably kept secret to OP.
Exactly.
And that's a red flag, because if you're revealing other people's secrets, you're probably revealing the secrets that you have between you and that person.
You and me are on the same page, but OP's getting that Mindy Poom Poom right now.
That's
and
true.
is not too sure what is right and what is wrong.
Head.
Exactly. So Mindy wanted to meet me in person or talk to me on the phone, but I wanted everything in writing. That's smart. That's a good move, actually.
Yeah, so she couldn't reprogram his head on the back end and make him think
smart.
like, oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah. Great idea.
Receipts. Always have receipts.
Yep. She messaged me that Julia always said good things about me all of these years. When Julie told her about us talking and getting married in 2024, she was happy for the both of us. However,
wise.
However, Julie started telling her that she had cold feet and was not sure if we wanted to marry me because of issues she observed about her parents' marriage. Very convenient. One day, Julie told me that she wanted to take a break from me. She was not too sure about her feelings for me. That was the time that Mindy told me about Julie's behavior as she felt bad for me, as we were already telling our families about the engagement plans. After our fight, she said that Julie was extremely upset and told Mindy that she would never marry me. She's literally doing it again.
Dude, I think this is a little sus.
Suspicious.
Why are you trusting her? This is silly.
She said that the only reason Julie came back was when she heard that I was moving on, as she is jealous of us.
Bro!
She also said that I was a good guy, and hopefully I see that what we have is something special. What do we think? What do we think, chat? What do we think?
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Brizzle Manizzle says super sus.
Super sus?
Let's see. Carr says, I don't know if a rebound is moving on, but go off says Burning Rose, a bunch of red flags. Meredith, BS. Yeah, I agree. Rose Osmond says red flag Mindy. Lemester says, heck no. Kimberly fine. People like Mindy will ghost both, pretend nothing happened, and find a whole new friend group before they face any real life consequences for their actions. Yeah, totally agree. Mindy's not a good person.
No. I think she's a total snake, and mind-bogglingly using this opportunity to do more lies to wedge them in between. Like that's
But do
insane.
we know? I mean, like, how is OP? I don't even know why he's listening. But like, how is OP supposed to suss it out? Because he's going to talk to Julie and see if the stories line up.
He's trying to. Julie isn't responding.
But can you please tell me there's a big, fat, juicy, thick update where Julie responds and we could put Mindy to rest and cast her out into the open ocean, hoping she drowns and gets fed on by live sharks?
There's definitely more. So after Mindy said that, we have something special, OP responds, I just said, okay, and I told her that I needed time. I kept on messaging Julie once a day to at least talk to her once. It was heartbreaking to think that she might have blocked me and may never talk to me again.
Are your texts green?
Well, on Friday afternoon, Julie finally replied.
Okay, that's good.
She said she wanted to meet me and told me that she would come to our apartment on Saturday afternoon.
Okay, this is movement.
I cleaned up the place. Hey, buddy, cleaning got you in this mess in the first place, so be careful, be careful.
And Mindy helped me, and she stayed after.
And I was just feeling deep guilt from the inside before facing her. When she came in, she looked like a shell of herself and completely broken.
Oh.
I sat on her sofa, but she chose to sit away from me.
Oh.
We asked how each other were, but it was clear that neither of us were doing well.
Oh.
I started apologizing, but she stopped me. She asked to let her finish and to not interrupt her. She had brought her little notebook and had written down things that she had wanted to say to me. She told me that she truly loved me, but after we discussed getting married, she started feeling scared of the next big step. She thought,
which is normal.
Yeah, 100%.
Cold feet.
She thought those feelings were normal and would go away. So she decided not to discuss her concerns with me. It kept on eating at her from the inside, and she made a mistake to talk to Mindy about them. She said that she wanted to say everything to me now, so I don't get secondhand information about why she was distant and broke up with me. She said that her parents had a very rocky marriage. Though they were together until her mom passed away in 2021 during the pandemic, her parents argued constantly, and she always thought her mom did not love her dad. However, her mom was extremely dependent on him for everything, and her dad knew it, and hence he did not treat her well. She never wanted to be like her mom after seeing their marriage. However, as we lived together, she started seeing some of those issues in our relationship. For example, when we met, Julie had a lot of credit card debt and was bad at managing her money. I helped her with that. Even though we have separate finances, I ended up managing all of her finances, investments, etc. at her request, to the point that she did not know or understand exactly where her money was. Real quick, is that a red flag? Is that a red flag?
Julie doesn't know where her money was because
So-
OP is managing all of it?
OP came in with at her request. OP came to help her manage her finances, but managed her finances to a point where Julie did not know what was going on.
Is that a red flag? I mean, it's definitely not like you should have an understanding of your finances, but like this is not a good example, but we were talking about a relationship earlier where you had the husband managing all the finances and it was like a way of controlling the wife. I don't think this is what is happening here necessarily, but I think you should know a little bit, even if like, yeah, you should know a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's possible, and I think this is what they're kind of leading up to, that maybe Julie like doesn't like budgeting and stuff, and so she kind of ignored it like she did in the first place.
But maybe
and
she's
then
like,
lost track of
we're
it.
going to be married, and he's going to take care of the finances when that happens. So maybe that's fine. I don't know. Is that a red flag? Let us know in the comments.
Keep telling us, ladies and gentlemen.
Chat, baby.
She also said that we always enjoy making nice meals for dinner every day. However, when I work late, she completely loses any motivation to cook and ends up eating cheese and crackers like a toddler for dinner. Okay. She also complained that in the last 4 years of our relationship, I have never said no to her for buying anything. She feels that I coddle her, and she just got comfortable with all of the luxuries that I can provide for her.
It's your fault that I'm so dependent.
Stop buying things for me.
Stop being so nice.
Be mean. She talked about this with Mindy, and while Mindy initially was just listening to her, she told her around September that one of her cousins also had the same issue. She decided to stay away from her fiancé for a month, and within a week, she realized how much she missed him and never had doubts again. When Julie asked for a break, all she wanted to do was live with her best friend for a few weeks to see if she was too codependent on me.
Oh, so she realizes she's realizing, oh, I am so ridiculously dependent on this person. Let me see.
Let me go reclaim. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
My self-sufficiency and my independence. So I'm not coming in as like, okay, I'm totally dependent on you. I'm a whole person. You're a whole person, and we're coming together.
Yeah,
that
I don't
way.
even know if a month is enough time to actually like understand that about yourself.
Yeah,
though.
that is a good question, but I guess I could see like if he's
Better than
helping with
nothing.
dinners and stuff like that, like 30 days of her eating cheese and crackers every dinner. It's like, okay, some of the signs, I guess.
But didn't she just prove like she like hasn't been taking care of herself in the time that they have been apart, right? Like, is she actually doing anything to?
We don't know.
All right.
We
Well,
don't
I
know.
don't
We
know.
don't know.
I want to see how it unfolds. Let's keep going.
She knew I was planning to propose during our Christmas trip to my parents' house. Okay. And when I told her that she could not take a break, she just freaked out and broke up with me, as she did not want to be engaged without knowing for sure that we won't end up like her parents.
And she doesn't want to be controlled.
Yeah, she had that fear of
Yeah.
ending up like her parents, basically.
Which we all do.
After this, she asked me when I started meeting Mindy and how many times we met. I opened my chat messages with Mindy, that's smart, and handed her the phone. Complete transparency.
That's great.
Yes.
Transparency is the best policy with love, I think.
Absolutely.
With romantic partners.
I told her I met Mindy only once in September, where she told me that Julie wanted to break up with me because she was not happy with our relationship. I already had noticed Julie's distant behavior, and when I asked her, the only answer I got was, I am fine. We are fine. Gentlemen, if there's one thing I've learned, I am fine.
We are fine.
We are fine. Doesn't always mean that. Due to my insecurities, I tried to hold on to Julie and started coddling her more.
Oh, so when Mindy was all like, "Hey, she's gonna break up with you," his response was to do the very thing that Julie did not want. His response was like, "Oh, if she's gonna break up with me, I need to make sure I'm there for her more. I'm doing all the nice things." But that's literally like Julie wanted to
what
be.
she wanted.
Yeah, Julie wanted to be more independent, and so he's basically like. Not swarming her, but not like suffocating her in some ways.
Honestly, I gotta say, Mindy at that point in the storyline must have been like,
dude, Mindy's playing some 4D relationship chess. Like, all right, Mindy, absolute dickwad,
of course,
but
a brilliant one,
bro,
a brilliant dickwad,
great chess player, man. Mindy needs to lead people into battle. And like just play some social games because Mindy's lethal.
It's giving Voldemort. She's got all the power. She is holding the cards.
If she was in like the ancient lores of kings and queens, she would have her own fiefdom for sure.
She could win the Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah,
maybe,
dude. She's going for the Stark House.
That's right. See, I put in that reference with very little to back it up.
I thought you've seen the first season.
The first season. Yeah,
that's enough.
Stark. I don't even know what that is.
No, that's a main.
Who's that?
Put F's in the chat, bro, for John not knowing his Game of Thrones knowledge.
I don't watch things. We know that. So, due to my insecurities, I tried to hold on to Julie and began coddling her, planning more dates, trying to spend more time at home with her, etc., etc. When Julie asked me for a break and to stay away from me for a few weeks, I thought that this was the final step before the breakup, which, I mean, it can mean that sometimes. And I broke down. I fought with her, which led to our breakup and her moving out. At this point, Julie's voice started cracking up. She asked me when Mindy contacted you after the breakup. I pointed her to the messages. Mindy initially just started sending me memes to cheer me up. And I just used to respond with a thanks or a thumbs up.
Bro, memes are the first step. First step, dude.
They are.
That's how people work their way into your life. They send you pictures of seals and they send you memes.
And all of a sudden,
all of a sudden you're boinking.
However, the messages started getting more and more frequent, and she offered to talk to me in case I needed help. The smoking gun!
Mindy's under fire, baby!
She asked me what I was doing for Christmas and New Year's. And when I told her I was inviting a few friends over, she told me that she didn't have any plans for New Year's, and so I invited Mindy.
Oh, dude, she's playing her cards so well.
Julie stopped me there. She told me that she did not need to hear the details after that. She told me that when she moved out of our house after our fight, she thought that she was just not ready to get married to me. She stayed with her friend for 2 weeks and then got her own new apartment in January. She told me that she was miserable and missed me badly. It became more and more accurate. When she moved into the apartment alone and could not stay there even one night, her best friend is currently with her staying there in that new apartment. She realized she could not live without me within a week of living and moving in there. When she asked one of our mutual friends on Saturday about how I was doing, she told her about the party and told her that Mindy was there.
Bro, why is everyone freaking stirring up this drama?
Right? Come on. I mean, I guess Julie did
ask, but damn, there's so much. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, actually, I don't think she asked about Mindy. The person just offered that Mindy was there.
Yeah, drama.
It did not make sense to her why Mindy would be at the party. She concluded that Mindy and I were having an affair during our relationship, and that was the reason Mindy must have tried to break us apart by constantly telling her that Julie should not get married if she had any doubts. When she saw Mindy in our apartment on Sunday, she completely broke down.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I mean, that is like the biggest betrayal too.
However, when she learned that Mindy was also talking to me and telling me the opposite of things, she realized how naive she was to throw everything away without properly talking to me first. That would have resolved everything.
Check with the people that I feel like you should if you hear a rumor about someone or you have like a friend or someone who's like, I don't know, stirring up drama, give the opportunity for that person that is the subject of the drama and the subject of maybe the mistrust an opportunity to defend themselves, especially if it's a long relationship, before you like completely cut them out, just based off someone's word.
100%.
You know, because like there are manipulators and there are liars out there in the world. You gotta protect yourself, y'all.
Gotta stay protected, y'all. So this doesn't happen to you.
Don't
okay?
fucking have Mindy's in your life.
Oh, goodness gracious. As hurt as she is seeing me with Mindy, she also doesn't want to lose me. And I'm reading between the lines, but like as a friend, like as a person in her life, even if they're not in a relationship.
But I mean, it's probably a little bit too soon to have that kind of relationship.
Yeah,
It takes a while for the flames to die and the friendship to solidify.
The embers to erode.
Yeah.
She kept on calling herself an idiot and apologizing for not telling her concerns to me sooner. I sat next to her and tried to hug her, but she moved away. She asked if I was willing to still be together.
Willing to still be together.
Yep.
So Julie, after going through all of this, after being lied to by Mindy, after breaking up with OP, she's like, I want you back. After OP hooked up with Mindy. I wonder if, I mean, like, it's just going to be a hard thing to get through. Like, they're going to have to learn to trust each other again.
That is true. That is true. But you know what OP said?
What?
As a response?
What do you say?
And I told her I would give anything to get her back.
Really? Really? That's great. That's great.
Right?
I mean, I'm glad they're finally communicating. Like, so, someone said they're almost 30 and they can't communicate. Yeah, Burning Rose said, can't believe everyone here is almost 30 and they still don't know how to communicate. At least they're learning. At least they're learning now.
They're breaking through now. And it seems like the power of the relationship is still prevailing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, right here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, my goodness. So she told me she was willing to forget everything that had happened, but she had a few conditions.
Okay.
Her first condition was that I cut contact with Mindy. Fair enough. I blocked her everywhere and never contacted her again. Or that I block her everywhere and never contact her again. If I see her standing in front of me, I act as if she is invisible. I was okay with that. Secondly, she had already signed up for individual therapy and is on the wait list. She wants us to do couples therapy so that way we can talk about all the concerns we have and work through them.
So smart. So smart. If you're really going to rebuild the relationship, you need that.
100%. We also decided to hold off on our engagement or marriage until we can both get into couples therapy. I was also okay with that too. Another great idea. Finally, she wanted me to forget the last month as a bad nightmare and never talk about it again.
I mean, isn't that what therapy is for? To talk about these things?
I think, yeah. Like it's there is a little bit of some counterintuitive stuff going on. It's like, hey, let's go to like break down to observe and work on all of the issues.
I see the communication almost breaking down before our eyes of this paradoxical desires.
And if I ever make a we were on a break joke, she would punch me in the face. This was the first time we both smiled.
Oh, okay. At least it's going better.
I asked her what she was going to do about Mindy as they worked together. We cannot forget.
Yeah, dude, that's big yikes.
I totally forgot about that. She said that the biggest punishment was for Mindy to know that she did not succeed in breaking up with us. Or breaking us up.
Go. That's, yeah. Okay. All right. We're getting stronger. We're
That's
getting
kind of
stronger.
cool. Like I could see Julie just walking back. What's up, Mindy? How's the weekend? How's the weekend? How you doing?
Pretty sad.
She wants Mindy to see how happy she is with me. And she wants Mindy to be there when she flaunts that big old engagement ring in the office and gets jealous when we get married. We hugged.
I like the pizzazz you put on that.
Yeah. We hugged, and I felt so relieved that I had a chance to make things right for her. I asked her to stay, and she agreed. The rest of the evening was so nice. Oh. We ordered DoorDash and watched reruns of Top Chef while cuddling on our couch.
Oh, that's exactly what you want.
So cute.
That's what you love to hear.
So cute. In the morning, we discussed moving back in together. I want her to move back into our old apartment, but she wants a fresh start and asked me if I was willing to move into her new apartment. Her new apartment is tiny compared to our current one and also not in the best neighborhood, but we will decide to talk about it more and decide later.
Well, what do you got, Riley? What do you got, Riley, for us?
She just signed a lease, and she's like, I can't. I put a deposit down. I got
Low
This
key.
has bad vibes. Let's move to the worst part of our area.
Moved into a cramped place in a terrible
We
neighborhood.
need a fresh start.
Let's freaking go. I also will have to deal with the issue of having 2 12-month leases and how to get out of one of them.
Dude, this
That is
seems
bad.
like a bad idea.
Yeah.
You don't need to sign a new lease just because there's like, I don't know, Mindy juices or just
Yeah.
like sad tears.
Plus, also, there's way more like happy memories of the relationship in the old apartment.
Yeah.
If anything, the new apartment is tainted because she had to get that new apartment. Because
I
of
know,
Mindy.
because of Mindy. I don't know. What do you
Just
guys
saying.
think? Are you pro get new apartment or are you pro keep the old place and
New
just
apartment or old apartment?
slurp up the Mindy juice?
Goodness gracious. But currently, Julie went to her apartment after we got lunch to get some of her stuff for the week, and I am now writing this post.
Woo!
I just feel so lucky that I did not lose Julie despite my terrible actions during the last month. I just hope that we're able to work things out and get married soon, and this whole incident is just a small bump in our perfect relationship.
Perfect relationship. That's a little bit of a stretch.
Where did that word come from?
Perfect relationship. I don't know about that, bruv.
I also don't know how to address the issue where she feels coddled by my behavior and feels like I'm making her codependent on me, which is a little tough because he's just,
Yeah.
kind of trying to
Just
help.
stop doing nice shit.
Yeah, it's just my personality, and I need to work on that during my couples therapy. However, any tips from you guys are welcome on how to make her feel less codependent. P.S. Thanks to everyone who checked on my health during the last few days via DMs and sent me messages for helpliness. Don't worry, I am a marathon runner. And I don't give up that easy. And ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
we still have a few little quick relevant comments, but
Okay.
let's break it down.
I think let's dive in. John, Riley, put the camera on John for a sec. I just want to check something. But John, dive into some of the comments that the people have been saying.
Absolutely. So we have a few comments here. We have some from Lady Hayek, keep the old place. So I personally am pro keeping the old place. We also had Leslie Anna McDerry, I totally mispronounced that, sorry, saying old apartment, and Luna Moon saying old apartment is better. Yeah, I am 100% in on moving into the old apartment. Again, I think that they had more happy memories. They had more good things that happened in the old apartment than the new apartment, which is literally completely and utterly tainted. I also wonder from you all if you could throw some red flags in the comments below and tell me if you think it was a red flag for Julie no longer wanting to discuss this incident ever again. Because I do think that, it was something that is worth discussing, especially the fact that they're going to therapy.
I mean, it's like you're going to have to look under it at some point, because I think what will happen if you don't look at it is they'll be building resentment. What?
Janae Jackson says, just throw out the old sheets. The only thing we got to get out of here, okay?
Get those Mindy
Get
juices
'em out.
out of here.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, and then, wow, further on that, Burning Rose says, buy a new mattress. I wouldn't be able to sleep in the same bed as Mindy. I mean, you know what? Getting rid of the sheets, getting rid of the mattress, but
way
staying...
cheaper than getting a new apartment
Way
in a
cheaper.
bad neighborhood.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
But do we have some relevant comments?
We have some quick ones to close this out, ladies
let's
and
hit it.
gentlemen.
But we do have another story coming, so just get in your seats and get ready, because we're gonna go hard on this stream. This stream's going for a while.
That is correct. Stay around, ladies and gentlemen. First one comes from Debbie Coleman 1010. So, what happened to Mindy? OP responds, no idea. As far as I'm concerned, she doesn't exist because, remember, one of the conditions is to go completely no contact. Pretend she's invisible.
Which is smart.
Yeah. Ocean Breeze 123 says, so it was Mindy who suggested to Julie that you take the break. OP, yes. Mindy told Julie that she should take a break, and at the same time told me that Julie just wanted to break up with me because she was unhappy with me. I thought a break meant that she wanted to move away and I would never see her again if I said yes. 8 Marshmallows, great username, says, I don't know how you can make someone who can't even stay alone in their own apartment less codependent. She needs her own therapist to make that happen, or she will again blame you for quote-unquote making her that way. Opie says, yes, she is looking for one right now. I have been in therapy, and it takes time to find the right therapist that helps you. Big facts. At least now we have discussed this issue, so it will be easier for us to see the signs and work on them together.
All right. Well,
Progress.
And hey, that's all that we could ask for. Definitely a way better place than we were moments ago.
My goodness.
Yeah, that was wild. And I'm glad they cut off contact with Mindy, which seems like the right thing to do.
Yes.
But I also am glad that you guys are not cutting off contact with us, because Jacqueline, Diouf, we love you too. Thank you for saying that you love us. And Nicole Stewart says, perfect long live stream. I enjoy watching your videos. Well, get buckled up because we are about to get into another story. So, oh man, this is a great one. Am I the a-hole for revealing my brother's body count to his fiancé? What do you think, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you got to be? This is information you don't need to be. Now, the two of them in the relationship,
they can discuss
they
that
can
if they
discuss
want.
that.
They
They
can if they
totally.
want.
Hey, talk about it 100%. But you, last time I checked, my sister are not in my romantic relationships. Yeah. Hello.
Also, put your body counts in the chat.
Sam and John being red flags.
Like. Yeah. All right.
We're not hydrating. Cheers.
This is actually very this is very, very recent, January 19th, 2024. So I, 30 female, was out having a girls' night with my little brothers, 28 female, my fiance, 24 female. They recently got engaged after dating for about a year. Congrats.
There you go.
I enjoy hanging out with my soon-to-be sister-in-law, and this was one of the only times I've hung out with her without my brother in tow. So we were all having a ball, and most of us were a bit tipsy, and she started asking me about my marriage and some more intimate questions, like how does it feel to be with one person for the rest of your life and all that jazz? Are you going to be able to do it? Following the conversation, someone in the group asked everyone how many folks each gal has slept with. I honestly wasn't comfortable with the conversation, but my soon-to-be sister-in-law sort of took hold of the topic and mentioned that her and my brother don't concern themselves with each other's past, which I think is somewhat healthy.
Right.
Yeah. It's not necessarily.
You're not sitting like, all right, how many people you bang, brother?
Yeah. I don't feel like I feel like it's fairly irrelevant, at least to me.
Right.
But her words were, the past stays in the past. And if he slept with 20 women, that does not matter to her.
What about 30?
What about 40?
What about
50? I actually have a question.
13,000?
Is there a deal breaker number for the amount of people someone slept with? Like body count.
40,000?
Yeah, 40,000.
40,000?
Assuming they're like still healthy and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
that all is good. All is well.
Yeah. Let us know. Do you have a deal breaker, a body count? But Opie says, I agree with her, but this is where I probably messed up.
Mm-hmm.
My little brother was somewhat adventurous in his late teens, early 20s. He was a college athlete and in a frat.
Oh, boy. But I see you in the comments if you know what we're about to see.
And also, can you guess what the body count is?
Guess it.
As we went to the same college, we had a lot of mutual friends, and this is information that was made aware to me without my wanting. So I know the ballpark of his body count is well over 50 women, probably closer to 100. And my brother confirmed this to me when I asked him if he was being safe with his decisions at the time, e.g. going to the doctor and getting tested and such. She followed up her comment with something like, and even if it was a huge number, like 35 people or so, I wouldn't care. Her saying that prompted me to ask, what if it was 50? Which also, at least he's using the conservative side of the scale. He said 50 to 100. But all right, stopping right here. Is it a red flag, one, of OP to say this? Is it and also like what do you think of OP asking that question?
Okay, so and again, so this is OP, who is the sister?
So just a reminder,
Yep.
I, 30 female,
Yep.
was out having a girls' night with my little brother's 28 male fiance, 24 female.
Right.
So they're out. So 30 female,
Yep.
OP, and 24 female fiance
OP
of the
is the
brother.
sister.
OP is the sister of the brother.
Yes, and she's the one that was like, "What about 50?"
What about 50?
Again,
Asshole or not asshole?
I would say boink, asshole, and
Asshole.
red flag. Because again, like just by saying the question, you have now revealed
The A number.
a number. And honestly, what would any human want to, they would want to know? Curiosity will kill the cat.
Yeah.
So if she keeps going down the rabbit hole, the fiance, is she going to find out that actually we're talking about a range of
100.
50 to 100 bodies?
Do you think
Mm.
she's going to take the bait and go down the rabbit hole? Is Alice fallen down the rabbit hole? Let's put our conspiracy theory hats on. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's going to take the bait.
Absolutely.
She's gonna take the bait.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Put your answers in the comments.
Let us
Jem
know.
says OP has sown a seed, but not as many as her brother. So
Riley looks amazing right now, by the way, y'all.
yeah, what a cutie.
There he is.
All right, let's go down this hole. Just like OP's brother. Okay.
Oh.
She got a sort of strange look on her face and mouthed the word 50. But I played it off like I didn't know what I was talking about, and more so curious about what her cutoff range for a lot is. Fast forward a few days, and I meet them both for lunch, and she seems sort of sullen, and my brother is being short with me. When she goes to the bathroom, I ask my brother what's up, and he basically blames me for having revealed his past sexual history to his fiancée, and now she's acting strange towards him, which I guess, which is what we were saying before, like transparency with your partner. Like I feel like maybe being transparent about your past will make it so things like this don't happen.
Drop the body count.
OP is still the a-hole, but
Yes.
but
But if they already knew,
if they already knew, it wouldn't be an issue.
but if they already knew, would they have stayed together?
True. I explained that it was a slip of the tongue and I didn't confirm any number, but now he is pissed and a couple of our mutual friends have let me know I have effed up. Am I the a-hole? And there is a relevant, some relevant comments and an update, which we will read. But what do you guys think? Is OP the a-hole?
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. And John, what do you think?
So let's break it down a little bit. Yes, she did like ask a question, but the thing is she revealed
Yeah.
the information in the question. I truly think that the sister should have just kept her mouth closed,
Yeah.
and maybe
A-hole move to ask the question.
Here's a question. Would she be an a-hole if she went to the brother and was like, your fiance thinks 35 is a high number?
Maybe
Would
you
she
got
be an a-hole
some.
for that?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just
But
like-
I think like, hey, maybe this is something you want to get ahead of.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat, if Riley, if you scroll up a little bit, they said a little bit more. Transparency. Kim Quant says transparency is so important in relationships, and I think it is because it's like the truth comes out. The truth
Indeed.
comes out, and if it comes out from you, maybe things will be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Still, OP is the a-hole, to be clear, but much better to be fully upfront. So I don't think OP would be the a-hole for saying like, hey, just heads up, maybe you should get ahead of this.
100%. So, but in reality, OP is the a-hole by our decree. But you disagree? You want to? Let's
Yeah, you
talk
wanna
about
fight?
it.
Let's come on.
Let's talk
come
about
on,
it.
Let's fight.
Get in those comments. Let us know what
Dustin
you think.
Noble Line says like, why is OP out here stirring pots? Because OP maybe likes it. OP wants to stir a little pot.
Maybe.
Maybe OP's a cook. Maybe
We've had a lot of
OP is
posters.
being controlled by a little French rat. Who knows?
We really don't know.
But let's get into the relevant comments. So typical internet 730 says, you are the asshole, but I think you wanted her to know once she said such a low number compared to the truth. I think you believe your brother was reckless in using women, so she needed to know his past. Personally, I bet he was reckless in using women, but I have to assume it was consensual. He was given the opportunity to have a ton of sex and he took it, but I think only he should be the one discussing numbers with maybe not future sister-in-law. Dang. OP, the commenter is jumping. Once you put that number in the air, it was over. She is now obviously hurt to hear it. She may have believed it was high, but not knowing was easier. This is a very tough situation now, and their relationship may never recover, which I think could be true.
Possible.
Or maybe it will, but it's going to take time. You force them to have a conversation they agreed to avoid, so be prepared to lose your brother for a while or possibly forever. I don't know if that may be true, but maybe. I am betting you meant no harm or malice, but now you have to live with the repercussions. Good luck repairing your relationship, and I hope they are able to move forward with theirs. And OP does respond. Yeah, I can accept I was totally the a-hole in the situation, but I really did not mean to be the a-hole. For what is worth, my brother and soon-to-be sister-in-law are fine now. She actually did text me, sort of thanking me for alluding to it. In the end, it hasn't changed anything between them. My brother and I are all right. It really was just one lunch that he was like, what the F, dude? In the end, he knows it was not out of malice, which is good.
That is
Means
good.
the relationship was strong enough to weather it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would hope that the brother and sister relationship would also be able to continue as
Which
well.
I think it will. And is a more relevant comment and an update.
Okay, here we go.
So Borsty17 says, what was the best possible outcome for this in your head? OP says there just wasn't enough thought in terms of the best possible outcome. I was just taken by surprise that her high theoretical number was so much less than his actual number.
His actual bottom range number.
His bottom range number.
Emphasis on bottom.
But we have another update. So shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So this is January 22nd, 2024. So this is like a few days ago, less than like a week ago.
That's right.
Kitty B, hello. Hello to you as well. I showed my brother the post after apologizing for my mistake, and mostly he laughed but was baffled at the hostile replies. My brother and future sister-in-law are fine. My future sister-in-law actually approached me privately and let me know she was happy to have the conversation now with my brother versus later. She did say it was a shock when he told her his sexual history, but at that point, I excused myself out of the conversation and let her know I would not be having any discussions about my brother's sexual history from here on out. My brother is not plotting his revenge like commenters and messengers imply. Damn, Reddit is really going after people's throats here.
Goodness
Jeez.
gracious.
He understands that although this was not in my court to say, he probably shouldn't have waved it off at the early stages of their relationship like he had done. Yes, brother and future sister-in-law are still together. To the internet psychologist who diagnosed me with psychopathy and narcissism, you should consider touching some grass.
Ooh, I love to
Burn! For what it's worth, I also got a lot of messages telling me that they wished sexual history was discussed in greater detail with their partners prior to marriage, what I think is what we're talking about. Like, we're talking about transparency.
Yes.
Take that as you will. I also got messages that were pretty explicit in the opposite direction. For those who try to imply my brother and I have an incestuous relationship,
Oh dear.
please close those corn tabs and wipe the Cheeto dust off your fingers. Something I didn't mention was that I was a college athlete myself, and word travels fast in those groups. I'm close enough to my brother to ask if he was being safe with his choices, and that's how I know about his sexual past. And there is another relevant comment, but what do you think? Do you think OP and the brother are too close? Do you agree with these Reddit internet psychologists? What do you think?
You know, I think by the mere fact of her wanting to back out of these body count conversations, it's clearly no. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's no, nothing's going on here. This is just what it is.
Yeah.
Like brothers and sisters don't really. If you want to know about
I'm not asking my sister about her body count for sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
But actually, should we have Sophia swap out for you if you wanted to eat and pee, and then we can keep going, and then you can swap back in for me?
We can do that.
We want to do that?
We can bring Sophia in on the mat.
Yeah, you guys comment Sophia if you want Sophia to come in the chat, and then Riley, maybe text Sophia to come on up here, and I can read this relevant comment while it is coming up, but I'll also read some of your relevant comments. Lady Hike says, geez, Reddit incest, they seem fine. Yeah, Reddit tends to jump to the like craziest conclusions possible.
Doing the most.
And we do have a bunch more stories for y'all, so keep staying tuned. I'm going to read this relevant comment. Please help 33. So you got all pissy that you were rightly judged the a-hole in your previous post. So now you've posted again, attacking the commenters. Again, you're the a-hole. Damn, Reddit. You really leaned in, Opie. Opie says, I'm not pissy. I take responsibility for my part and was the a-hole in that situation. No doubt about it. I post this update because it was suggested by a few that I do, and a lot of folks were making assumptions that I ruined his relationship. Dude, Reddit is rough, dude.
They doing the most.
Reddit
right now.
is rough.
Yep.
But yeah. Soraya Jade says Reddit gets so spicy sometimes. Robert Smart says, I just want to say this is kind of cool. I've never been in the comments of a live video where the readers interacted with the comments, and it's one of my favorite channels. Thanks, y'all. Oh, thank you so much. We heart you too.
Gen Z heart.
Does Sophia know to come up yet, Riley?
I asked her.
Sophia!
They're
Come on this
chanting
live
for you.
stream. They're chanting.
Queen Sophia. We
Jem
love
says,
Sophia.
bring out Sophia. Sophia, get over here. We're going to get into this next story in a sec. But this is, should I read the title while we're waiting for Sophia to come in?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Are we ready? My wife booked our anniversary trip without me. Shall we do it?
Wife booked the trip without.
My wife booked my anniversary trip without me. Is that a red flag?
Who else are you booking it with? Are you
Yeah.
booking it without me and with somebody else?
I feel like most likely.
That's what it sounded like.
This comes from Big Apple Parade. All right. So Riley is just pulling up it right here. Limester says this is already bad. Yeah, it feels pretty bad.
Ooh.
It feels pretty bad.
I'm seeing a lot of
Red flags.
red flags in the chat.
All right. Let's get going into this. So my wife posted a question about this somewhere on Reddit. Maybe here. I don't know. And now I can't find it. First time using Reddit. Welcome.
Hey, yo.
She posted about me not wanting to go on an anniversary trip that she had planned. She showed me the responses, and some said I was checked out of the marriage. A lot of them said just to book the trip anyways, and I'd get over it. After she showed me the responses, we tried to talk it out, but she was mad that I couldn't give her a valid reason for not wanting to go. Sophia, do you want to hop in the chair?
Oh, do.
Yeah. So John and I can eat. Yeah, get in. Sophia's coming in. Okay, so Sophia, the question is, my wife booked our anniversary trip without me. Is that a red flag?
What? Wait.
Yeah, my wife booked an anniversary trip without me. Is that a red flag?
Yes.
All right.
Anniversary of their relationship, presumably. That's weird.
So apparently, so to catch you up, the wife posted about him not wanting to go on an anniversary trip that she had planned. And she showed me some of the messages saying I was checked out of the marriage. So now OP is being like, all right, time to defend myself and defend my honor.
Okay.
So after she showed me the messages, we tried to talk it out, but she was mad that I couldn't give her a valid reason for not wanting to go. Also tell John that the food is right next to the door so he doesn't get hungry.
I brought it.
But she was mad that I couldn't give her a valid reason for not wanting to go. She said she hasn't traveled in over 5 years and she was going either way. I kind of thought she'd eventually get over it and forget about the trip. Well,
She didn't.
I don't think she got over it.
Hold on, before you go on,
Yeah.
just to see if I get this right. So they were going to go on an anniversary trip, and then the husband was like, OP was like, I don't want to go on it anymore. And then
Yes.
the wife
So
was like, I'm still going.
So OP didn't
think
want to
that's
go on the
kinda fair.
anniversary trip.
Yeah.
And then OP's wife was like, I'm going to go on it anyway.
Okay, I kind of
You vibe with it?
I vibe with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I crave
Yeah.
fried chicken says, that's so strange. I thought she meant she went alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I was confused at first, but I think I'm on the same page
Okay.
now. Yeah, I don't know
Well-
why OP's upset about that, because I feel like if you don't want to go on the on the trip, too bad.
Yeah. I don't think she's gone yet.
Okay.
Hasn't gone yet. So after she showed me the message, we tried to talk it out, but she was mad I couldn't give her a valid reason for not wanting to go. She said she hasn't traveled in over 5 years and she was going Either way, I kind of thought she'd eventually get over it and forget about the trip. Well, she took Reddit's advice and booked the trip anyways. But instead of booking it for the two of us, she booked it for her and a male coworker.
Oh.
Yes, a long weekend in the Caribbean with a male coworker. We're going to pause right here. Is this a red flag?
It could be. Okay, I don't think that going on the anniversary trip is a red flag. I think
going on the anniversary trip solo is
that's just
like
a trip.
That's just a trip.
At that point, it's just a trip, and she hasn't gone on a trip, and she wants to go on a trip. I don't know about inviting
a male coworker.
A
that feels like revenge.
I need more info.
That feels like revenge. I don't know.
Let
Let us know in the chat if you feel like it's revenge. It feels a little bit like revenge. Lady, Zodiac says major red. Elena says yes. Kim Quant, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Fergalicious, great name, red flag, but living for the pettiness. We are too. And so we're gonna get into this next bit. I asked her if anything was going on between them, and she said no.
Why would you think that?
I had no reason to believe she would cheat on me until today, which she is clearly going to do if she goes to a resort with him.
Oh, that's a little.
Maybe that's a little much.
Maybe that's a jump.
She's a good-looking woman, but she has been very loyal for the past 10 years. I am shocked. What should I do? How can I fix this? She thought I was checked out of the marriage, but it's clear she's the one giving up. Do you think like this? Do you think her going on a Caribbean a Caribbean vacation?
Was that established? Or
Yes. Yeah. So she booked a Caribbean long weekend in the Caribbean with a male coworker.
Yeah, I think that's.
Do you think it's like it's almost positive that they're going to hook up?
No, I don't think that's a positive. I think it could happen. I think it's a little bit like, I don't know if I as a partner would be super comfortable about that.
I would not be comfortable.
But after establishing that this was originally going to be an anniversary trip, and now it's just a trip, but I'd be like,
I feel like the doing it with a male coworker is revenge, even if they don't hook up.
I don't think they're gonna hook up, but
They
I
could.
think it's okay.
So what if they're staying in the same room?
Well, that I don't know.
All right, well, let's see.
I need
So
more.
I don't want to go because it's a long weekend in Canada, and I'd rather just hang out at my cabin. Also, she arranged childcare. Oh, they have kids. But this way, we won't have to worry about having someone watch the kids. The coworker, I don't know anything about him. She never talks about work. She goes to work and comes right back home.
He should
But when
ask
she's
questions.
not at work, the coworker.
Oh no. Like OP should ask questions about her life.
Yeah, you should know about the coworkers.
He should know about her work.
But she's not at work. She's with the kids and is never on her phone. So if she's having an affair, she's really darn good at hiding it. So we're going to get into the top comments and an update. But what do you think?
I feel like the relationship is not very good on both sides. Like, I mean, again, I don't really know what happened in the first half of the story.
You came close to the beginning.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I do. But it seems like they don't trust each other. And
yeah.
if this is a revenge thing, then that's also not like a healthy.
It has to be a revenge thing, right?
Not very healthy. I don't know.
It has to be a revenge thing.
Yeah.
Because,
It just
why
isn't
would she do that?
Very healthy.
I don't know. What do you guys think is a revenge thing? We'll lead some of the comments. So Stella Davis says, I love kids, but I wouldn't want them on my anniversary trip. Yeah. Oh, groovy hippie chick says, is the coworker gay?
That's what I was thinking, because I think that does definitely changes
things.
everything.
That changes things.
Because that's like, oh, we're besties gone on a trip.
Yeah.
I was thinking about.
But shouldn't they kind of like, if they're gonna do an anniversary thing, shouldn't they kind of like agree on something that they both would want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What do you mean? Yeah. Of course. I mean, who like, you don't book an anniversary trip for yourself. You decide together on something.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, is the trip like coinciding exactly with the anniversary?
Yes.
Okay, that's.
I don't know. Is it a red flag? Ben
Perhaps.
on the move says, I think it's revenge. Janae Jackson says, are they in an open relationship? I don't think so. There's no mention of that. And Sarah Badoff says, he's trying to save money. Do you know how much a cabin/second house costs here?
Where's here?
Canada.
They're in okay.
Yeah, they're in Canada.
I
Okay,
know.
so top comments. Overrated new 0423 said, why would you not want to go on a romantic trip with your wife?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to go on a fun little adventure?
I don't know, maybe a homebody.
Maybe.
Bodacious Shield says he'd rather sit around his cabin doing nothing, apparently. Wow, I wonder why his wife is losing interest in this marriage. And Bella Burr says your wife brought up a want to you. You didn't listen, ignored her, and couldn't explain to her why you can't meet her and are shocked she is checking out of the marriage.
Wow, they really read him.
They tore him to pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's blame on both sides, like you said.
Agree. Yeah,
I think they're not communicating with each other effectively.
I think it's not a great relationship.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they're both to blame? Do you think only one of them? Saraya Jade says these two need some damn therapy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Therapy chant.
Therapy.
Oh, sorry.
Therapy. I was chanting and I was getting nothing. All right.
Yeah,
anyway,
my bad.
let's get into the update. I'm really embarrassed about all of this. A few things. My husband doesn't use social media. I'm surprised he made a Reddit account at all. Oh, whoa. This is from the wife's perspective.
Whoa. I was like.
So
Okay.
OP posted on January 22nd, which is the husband. The wife posted on January 23rd, the next day.
That's crazy.
This is kind of cute. I don't know. It's like they're
This
sending
is
letters.
Did they pronounce
Oh, pina coladas?
Or
Do
pina
you
colada?
like
Yeah.
pina colada?
Yeah.
Escape? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like this is like the new version of writing letters to each other
they're
in
both writing Reddit.
in the newspaper. They're both on
Yeah.
Reddit together.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, we're about to get some tea, y'all. Put some tea in the chat if you're excited to drink.
Ooh.
So, 1, my husband doesn't use social media. I'm surprised he made a Reddit account at all. Obviously, you guys don't know each other very well and aren't communicating.
Yeah.
When I saw the post, I confronted him about it. He said he made the post to prove a point, but clearly stopped reading the responses early on because I guess he didn't see all the backlash.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be that she like posted something in the responses.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
2, I only made my initial post to try to show him that wanting to go on a 10-year anniversary trip wasn't asking a lot. I deleted the post because I was embarrassed he didn't want to travel with me. I know now not to get marriage advice from Reddit of all places, but I always like to hear other people's point of view.
Get your marriage advice from us.
And 3, this is what we've all been waiting for. My coworker is gay. My husband knows that. Husband was intentionally not giving that information.
So he said, first of all, that, I don't know anything about my wife's coworker or anything about her job.
He's
so
trying to paint the wife as bad.
And then he was like, they're definitely gonna cheat. He literally said he was like, they're absolutely gonna cheat.
Yeah.
Wait.
Riley says, wait.
What?
Okay.
What, Riley?
What if it's an act?
What?
He's actually not gay. You know how like
Riley.
Oh,
people
like
in high
she's
school,
lying.
they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gay. Invite me to the sleepover."
Oh,
This is the sleepover, the trip.
Maybe. I don't know. Do you think this is
I
the
thought-
long con
Yeah.
from now OP, the
You
wife's
should have your conspiracy
gay
theories.
coworker is actually straight and is in this for the long. That is a conspiracy if I've ever heard. That's a conspiracy if I ever heard one. I don't know if I completely agree,
I don't
but
agree with that.
Stella Davis says, Riley, do not be a Jesse. The Jesse was from the first story, who was super manipulative. Yeah.
Ooh,
Do
yikes.
not be a Jesse
I'm just
or a
tabbing
Wait, what was it? Miley? What was her name?
Mindy.
Mindy. Don't be a Jesse or a Mindy.
Yeah, I agree, Sydney. Durand. I can't
Yeah,
remember
no one
your last
actually
name.
does that.
No one actually does that. That's like a
That's just like a trope from like bad 80s movies.
yeah.
But hey, that's why we were putting the conspiracy hats on.
Yeah.
So let's keep going. My husband knows that. I've known him for 4 years and talk about him all the time. He paid his own way and is only going because none of my friends could go. Mom life, and wanted to check out the island as he's getting married there next fall to another man.
So not only is this man gay, but he's
He's in a
also in a
relationship.
relationship.
My husband doesn't want me traveling with some guy he never met, but none of my girlfriends could go, and I didn't want to go alone. 4, I'm standing firm that I need a vacation. Yes, I wanted a 10-year anniversary vacation to our honeymoon spot, and I'm really sad it's not happening. It's been 5 years since my last vacation, and that was to visit family, so really 7 years since my last fun vacation. I've had 2 kids, survived a pandemic, and worked my butt off to get an executive-level job. I'm getting the hell out of here for a few days. It's only a few days.
It's only a few days, and OP or old OP.
Yeah.
previous
Also,
OP was
like,
making a fuss.
I love how this update just
Yeah.
completely trashes the initial OPs.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like most people in the comments of the original post kind of called
Trashed him
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, what the F is this about him wanting to go to his cabin? He never told me that. Plus, he goes there at least 8 times a year. I asked him about
Without
that,
her?
and he said that it's because he enjoys doing that, and he didn't want to tell me because I would make him feel bad. Anyway, this whole thing is embarrassing. We'll probably delete this post later. And there are some top comments. But damn, if this isn't dishing your private relationship
Whoa.
stuff to a whole group of people, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
This is public fighting taken to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Do you have a comment that you laughed at?
Oh no, I was just laughing at their relationship.
Oh yeah. Kim Quant
Yeah.
says divorce.
Divorce.
Gracie Maka says, I've waited for this all week.
Yeah.
Shailara says, oh wow, he really was selective with the truth. Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. No, also wait, I don't know if I understood this correctly, but he was going to a cabin and he wasn't telling her?
I think he just wanted to go to a cabin instead of going, like, he goes to a cabin all the time.
And
He's like,
he's like,
I'd
"Oh, I
rather
really
go
wanna
to the
go to that
cabin
cabin."
than like go on an anniversary trip. He sounds selfish, honestly.
Yeah. He's like, well, that's not what I want to do, so no.
Yeah, he sounds selfish. He sounds like he doesn't listen.
Yeah.
And he sounds like he's being selective with his truths.
Mm-hmm.
But also, maybe y'all, instead of like dishing your stuff out on Reddit, which, hey, you know what? I shouldn't be saying that because I'm glad I got to read it. But maybe you should go to a therapist.
Yeah. Why are we getting both halves of this
Yeah.
marriage? That
Yeah.
seems a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takafoot1 says their lives are not aligned. Yeah, I think so.
No, it's like that moon chart trend.
What's the moon chart
You know,
trend?
like when like they're.
Oh,
people
like it
show
fits
them-
your
yeah,
moon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do people know about the moon chart
Moon chart
trend?
trend.
Let us know if you
It
do.
was really funny because whenever people posted those videos, they were like, "Look, we fit perfectly," and it was just overlapping. Like it's
It was just the moon.
yeah.
But you know what I want to look at is these top
It's like a
comments. So
TikTok thing.
Carp Grinder says, yeah, even his post from his perspective made him look lazy and or selfish. I hope you have a pleasant vacation, OP. And
Yeah.
Sadu Lucy says, I knew this guy was gay. I mean, I showed the other post to my husband and told him that the friend was probably gay and the husband didn't know. He was like, I know who your gay friends are. And I answered telling him that he liked me and wanted to go a place with me, unlike that guy. I hope you have a great vacation, OP. And Zafod says, this is the update I've been looking for. Thank you. I hope you have a really enjoyable solo anniversary trip, which it seems like OP will have. But you know what I want you to have, Sophia?
This next story.
We're going to get
Whoa.
into it. Sophia's going to be reading. But
Let's look at the comments.
let's look at some comments from y'all. Burning Rose said, never heard of it, lol.
Oh, the moon.
The moon-
Yeah,
the
yeah.
moon
It's
trend?
just like a TikTok thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classic TikTok.
Like
Sophia with
you
their
probably-
TikTok.
yeah.
Gen Z with their TikTok trends.
I-
Sophia's young Gen Z too.
This is part of my job now, though.
Gracie Mack says, get ready, chickens. Yeah, we're freaking getting ready for this next story. And Innocent Star says, both their posts make it sound like the husband would rather be alone than with his wife. That totally sounds true. And he
Yeah.
does not sound innocent at all. But Sophia, do you want to hit me with this next story?
I do want to hit you with this next story.
Let's do it.
I found out I was the mistress in college and he wanted to be my sugar daddy. I said no, but kept the motorcycle. Am I the a-hole?
I love the motorcycle.
So
It's
much
already in
happened
play.
in
Yeah,
that
this is, and kept the motorcycle.
Whoa. Okay.
I guess the sugar daddy is like giving motorcycles as a form of sugar daddy payment.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh, okay. So yeah, he was like, "Here's a motorcycle if you'll be my sugar baby,"
Yeah.
and she was like, "No, but I'll take the motorcycle.
I'm gonna keep the motorcycle.
I'll keep the motorcycle. No to the
Riley,
sugar
what do you
baby."
got? What do you got for us?
Guess where this came from?
Oh, is
Yeah.
this an r/OKOP
Yeah.
show?
Oh my! Are you
Hey,
on?
yo.
I wonder if they're on right now.
Yeah.
Are you? Are you in
who
the
does it come
comments?
from? What's the?
Oh, one done millennial.
One Done Millennial. One Done Millennial. If you are in the chat right now, please let us
Yeah.
know. Hopefully, you're probably watching or listening. So,
You're watching and
or at least
listening.
at a
Waiting.
later time.
Yes.
But let's get into it.
Let's
Let's
get
go
into your
r/OKOP show.
story.
If you want to submit your story, go to r/OKOP show or call us at 440-508-6567.
Yep. And let's get into the story.
Let's get it.
So I got inspired by the show today to write about this experience from 10 years ago. Buckle up. It is a bit long. Everyone, put your buckles
Get your
on.
buckles.
I went to college in a small Asian area. I am from the USA. Funnily enough, I actually moved to that area to be with my high school boyfriend who was from that country. But we broke up my freshman year. Crazy story there, too. If you want that story later, we do. Anyway, I was in my third year of college, paying my way, tutoring English on the side, as it was common way for expat college kids to make money there. I was heading to class one day when a man stopped me. This was not unusual, as many wanted to practice talking English with me as soon as they saw I was foreign. But this was only the second time that the person actually wanted my number. I'm not a bad-looking person, but I am not thin or stereotypically attractive. I enjoy weightlifting and martial arts, and my 165 centimeter frame has been able to pick up 92 kilogram dad since I was 11. Oh, you were able to pick up your dad? You're so strong.
I think OP is saying
I'm super
dads
strong.
were hitting on her at 11.
No.
What?
No, she's saying that
Wait, repeat that line.
Yeah, I enjoy weightlifting and martial arts, and my 165 centimeter frame has been able to pick up my 92 kilogram dad since I was 11.
Oh, okay.
You're so strong.
I was able to pick up 92 kilogram dads.
Yes, muscle mommy, so true.
Yeah, facts.
So I ended up agreeing to meet up with this man for lunch one day between classes.
Okay.
He looked a little older, but anyone who has spent time in Asia knows it's very hard to tell age and gender. Even I have 2 stories on that, but my friends have better ones. So this was where the red flags would start and never stop. But my dumb college self was being an idiot. On the first meeting, he wants to take his car to the restaurant from my college. I knew this was suspicious to hop in a car with a stranger, but I already...
super suspicious.
Wait.
Hop in a car with a stranger, dude. Okay.
But I already had my second black belt at the time. So
OP is a muscle mommy, as Jem said.
OP's like, I could handle myself.
Yeah.
I could take a man down with 2 moves.
Yeah, I mean, I could pick up all these dads. Come on.
Yeah. When we parked and walked towards the restaurant, it kept feeling like his hand would knock into my butt. Ew.
Oh,
It was
creepy.
weird, but the sidewalks are small and I am not. I think no.
I
trust
don't,
your
OP, I
gut.
don't know if you're big enough. I don't know if
Yeah.
your
I
ass so thick that it takes up the whole sidewalk that he can't help but bump his hand
He's
into
like,
yours.
oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Anyway, it all seemed to go well, so I agreed to meet him again a week later.
That's going well. This old man touching your booty.
Yeah, that doesn't go well. This time he took me to Love Hotel.
Oh, that's
But-
like a Japan thing, right?
I don't know anything about
Hey,
it.
if you know what a love hotel is, put it in the comments.
I think I've heard of it, but I don't know exactly what
Okay.
it is. But claimed it was because we could sing karaoke in private there.
Yeah. We're going to the love hotel for the karaoke. It's like, I'm going to the strip club for the hot wings.
Honestly, should have ducked out then, but I made it clear nothing was happening that day, though he still tried a few times. I didn't hurt him, but was for... She's like, I didn't use any of my black belt
I didn't
moves
use
on it.
my lethal weapons.
Yeah, but I made it pretty clear. Where was I? At this point, I had asked his age, and he claimed he was 29. I would have guessed early to mid-30s, but I embarrassed myself before guessing too old. It's like that John Mulaney SNL skit where he's like,
I look
am
like a
30,
tired
going
baby."
on 36. That one. I did end up caving the next time we met, almost a week later, though. Stupid, I know, but he did kind of spoil me, and we texted a lot. The next time we met, he ended up at my place, but he didn't stay the night, even though I offered. At the time, I thought maybe he was still scared of my cat. He had jumped on the couch when he first saw her.
Why
The
is
cat-
this man just like so frail sounding?
Yeah.
He's like, I was firm. I didn't hurt him though. He was scared of my cat, but don't worry, the cat didn't hurt him
Maybe
either.
the cat also knows black.
That's true.
It
That
has
is
a black
belt
belt.
cat.
And
Yeah.
yeah. You don't know.
It's like that cat in Kung Fu Panda, the snow leopard man.
No, it's not a cat. It's
Well,
a snow
okay.
leopard. It's
So
a really
it is a
strong-
big cat.
It's a big cat.
Yeah, that is a cat. You know what? Hey, I know my cat knowledge. It
You're
is a
right,
big
you're
cat.
Right, you're right. I'm sorry. So sorry. Then I didn't hear for. Then I didn't
He
hear.
going crazy. Said Maka says he can't handle the pussy.
Yeah. It's. It's pretty clever.
Nice one.
Nice. That was funny. Then I didn't hear from him for 3 days, and I was pretty upset when we got back in touch. He claimed it was a business trip, so he got scared of the cat, and then he ghosted her for 3 days,
Okay.
I guess. But he said he was.
He said. I mean, he could legitimately be on a business trip.
Legitimately.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean, 3
he
days
was
is not
on
that.
a business trip, but he
Yeah.
wasn't texting her.
I mean, I don't respond to people for multiple days.
But that's just you because you're bad at responding.
Yeah.
We met up this time because he was curious about my motorcycle and he wanted to try riding it. OP sounds this is one of the OKOP fan.
Yeah.
fam. You sound so cool.
I know.
Like black belt.
The more
like
that you
lifting,
talk about,
you got
like,
a motorcycle.
Yeah, you're sick.
You're so cool. Like, okay. We met up this time because he was curious about my motorcycle and he wanted to try riding it. It was a 20-year-old 150cc, so if something happened, it wasn't that big a deal, so I agreed. We hung out for a bit while I taught him how to ride. Like 2 days later, though, my motorcycle's engine broke down and could only be fixed by replacing the engine. I did not have that kind of money, so guess who comes in to buy me a new motorcycle with everything
Sugar
in my
daddy,
name?
tiny baby sugar daddy that
Small
is
little
scared of the
sugar daddy.
world. I can't help
baby sugar
touching my
daddy.
big booty.
It was just another little 150cc, but it was brand new, so I was half in love, even though I only knew this guy for like 3 weeks. This is when everything starts going to real. Are we allowed to swear on this?
Swear, do it.
Shit.
Oh my God!
He now starts talking about how he prefers dogs to cats, so I should get rid of my cat so he can get me a dog. That's weird. I adopted her from the shelter and she was blind. And she still knew karate. Then he thinks my flat is too far away, small and cheap. I'm in college overseas, so duh.
And he's like, I will get you a new flat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So he wants to buy me a flat in the city. At this
What?
point, buy. So he's got a new motorcycle. He's trying to get rid of the cat, which is weird.
How rich is this dude?
He's got money. He
He's got
hasn't
the
got
wealth.
muscles, but he's got money.
Yeah, what he lacks in muscles and courage, he makes up for in dollar bills.
Yeah, so he wants to buy me a flat in the city. At this point, alarm bells are ringing in my head because who does this 3 weeks into knowing a person?
Dude, like a billionaire.
A billionaire. So I confront him. Turns out he's 41 and married. Crazy. Yeah, that's
Get that flat while you can.
yeah.
Get it in your name.
Get all the things you can get. Well, the motorcycle's in her name, which we might see why that's important later.
Spoilers.
Sorry. I see you in the comments.
But I see you in the comments if you see what's coming.
I see it.
Also, do you think OP's going to get the flat?
I hope so.
I
don't.
hope
I
so.
think it might be too. I think that was
might be
only
too
talked
quick.
about.
I feel, but also it's like no free lunch. You don't just get a flat
You don't just gonna fly
for
yeah.
free. You gotta.
You get a motorcycle for free.
Yeah. You get a motorcycle for free, but no flat.
Yeah. He claims he hasn't been sleeping with his wife since meeting me, and that I'm the only girl for him.
I swear I haven't been cheating on you with my wife.
Oh my god. Yeah, right, buddy. I immediately break up with him, and you would think that would be the end, but no. He decides the best way to try to get me back is to stalk me for the next 5 months. Why would you stalk a black belt? That's silly. That's silly.
You know how
of
to get your nose broken.
Yeah,
Why would you
yikes.
stalk a brown? I think that's my favorite Sophia quote.
Why would you stalk
Stalk
a black belt?
Get that on her shirt.
Yeah, no, this man is crazy.
Yeah.
So he got where was I? So he just I stupidly thought the breakup was the end of it, so I didn't tell the guards at my flat right away not to let him in. Uh-oh. So he got into my flat one night and tried to get me to have sex with him again by stripping down and chasing me. He just assaulted you. That's horrible.
Bro, use some of that karate. Chop his little dick off.
I back kicked him, broke his rib, and then locked myself in my room with my cat till he left me.
Dude, OP
because I
is
didn't
so
wanna deal with him.
badass. OP
am-
is so badass.
Yes, very badass. Also, I'm so sorry that happened to you because he
Terrible.
fully assaulted you.
Yeah.
That's horrible. But I'm
glad
glad that
OP
you
is
are able.
like-
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
are
Okay, fam.
very strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is good. I hope he goes to jail. I immediately told the guards not to let him in anymore after that, so he started leaving presents on my motorbike, the one he bought, yes, and showing up at my college. He even bought himself a Honda CBR 600 to try to impress me and offered to let me ride it. Yeah, no thanks, buddy. I finally got him to stop while I was at my agent's.
I feel like a broken rib would be enough of a signal like, hey, I'm not interested.
Well, no, this guy is a horrible person,
Yeah.
and obviously,
It
you
seems
know,
like a predator.
yeah, very much so. I think
This is
That's-
probably what I
yeah,
can't
this
imagine
is kind
OP
of
is the
authorities.
first
no,
person that he's done this to.
no, he like has a wife, and he's probably like kind of going after these young college girls. It
Yeah.
seems, and it Fortunately, OP is
a black belt.
a black belt, you know, so he can't do that. But no, this is horrible.
He needs to break more than his ribs.
Yeah. The Jesus. I finally got him to stop while I was at my agent's. She set me up with tutoring jobs, and another tutor was there. I was complaining to them about the guy, and the other tutor offered to take a picture together like we were dating. The guy didn't believe it at first, but only kept up the shenanigans for another week, so that was the end of it. I sold the motorbike when I graduated and left the country. I never tried to find or tell his wife, and not because I didn't want to, but in certain countries, including the area I was in, the wife cannot sue or divorce her husband with the reason of him cheating.
Oh, wow.
She can, however, sue the mistress. So I was advised to not try to find her in case she decided to blame me.
That is whack. There's some
Wow.
whack laws right
Yeah,
there.
that's horrible.
Sheesh.
I know it has been 10 years, but I hope she found out what a piece of garbage he is and left his ass.
Dang.
Wow.
That is rough. Okay, I mean, one, how do you think you avoid situations like this? Put your answers in the comments. I would love to hear what you should do. But that is like, do we know what country OP is in? Did they say Japan?
He did not say.
It's probably not. It isn't Japan. I can't
I-
imagine Japan's divorce laws are like that.
No, they didn't say. They just a small Asian area.
Yeah.
So we don't know for
I wonder, does anyone have any guesses what country this could be?
Yeah.
And as also, does anyone have any sugar daddy
Stories.
stories?
Yeah.
I remember this
Yeah.
girl in college got like one of my, I lived with an ex-girlfriend for like a year in college. And so we had all these other girls that were living with us. And one of the girls this is okay story time. One of the girls literally got everything paid for by her sugar daddy, like everything,
Wow.
and got a monthly allowance of like $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. See, I feel like the benefits of sugar daddying seem nice, but I just don't think I could. I mean, I'm an actor. I don't think I could act that.
You know, you can act that? I don't know, dude.
I don't think I could do that. But
Wait, I want to see. So Zodiac says China could be.
another person says South Korea
Mm.
because you can sue the mistress.
And then
Yeah.
Eric says, FYI, there is an update to the wife abandoning OP and traveling around the world because she thought she was going to get dementia.
What?
This last story that we read,
Oh,
the anniversary, I think.
for this
I think.
story.
And then
my
Sydney says,
God.
why can't she get a restraining order?
That's what I was wondering.
I think it's
It might
because of the
be-
country.
It might be the country
Yeah.
specifically because this all feels like things that, at least here you could,
Oh, yeah, you could get a restraining order.
get a
easy.
restraining order. Even that, well, I mean, that's grounds for going to the police.
Yeah. But you know what
Definitely.
I have grounds for, Sophia?
That was a weird lead in. This next
Reading
story-
you this next story. Give me that phone.
Oh no, the red flag. It's gone.
All right, let us hit this next story. I'm so glad everyone is here on the live, by the way.
Yeah.
The
Oh, someone
call-in
asked-
number, I crave fried chicken, is 440-508-6567. And also, we're at 594 people on
Whoa.
between like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So let's see if we can get to 600. So stay on the line because we got some more juicy stories for you.
Woo.
This is today I effed up by telling my girlfriend I knew she cheated on me. Juicy.
Juicy.
This happened approximately 6 years ago. I was laughing about it with my friend today who recommended that I post it here. So let's all
Yeah,
laugh at
give
it
that-
together.
Also, I am not cold. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting like that. Someone asked if I was cold.
yeah, no,
It's actually
Sophia's-
quite hot now.
It's I'm actually burning up in this
Yeah,
sweater.
yeah.
And then Riley, after this story, maybe John can sub it for me because I need to eat, yo. So flashback to undergrad. Things are good, and I just started dating this beautiful girl that I had met in class. I was enamored with her, shocked that I loved her so fast, and amazed that she even wanted to date me. The first months are amazing. We can't keep our hands off of each other and never seem to be sick of each other's company. After a few months into our relationship, I started to notice some concerning symptoms. As you can probably hypothesize, when I peed, it burned.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
You want that to be gone.
You
But
should go to
it
the
is
doctor about that.
Just gonorrhea. At first, I just assumed it must have been something weird in my diet. To be sure, I decided to stop taking creatine just in case. But as time went on, a few days later, the burning became unbearable.
Yikes.
Love is a burning thing,
Yeah.
and it makes a fiery sting. I would literally be struggling to stand while I peed because the pain was so intense. After, I would literally lay in my bed in the fetal position until the pain subsided. It was bad. OP, go to a doctor.
Oh my God.
Well, at least at this point, I was no longer convinced that my diet was causing the symptoms. No, it had to be what I thought was unfathomable. My girlfriend must have cheated on me.
Yikes. Yeah.
What would you think in this situation?
Well, I would have gone to the doctor right away.
Yeah. Put your curiosity to rest.
Yeah.
Just find out. Underscore 55. Nope. Had to be a UTI. It could be a UTI.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating.
That's true.
Yeah. But
You can only find out if you go to the doctor.
you go to the
tested.
doctor, OP.
Get tested regardless. Even if it was like something in your diet. I feel like if it was
Yeah, just go to a doctor. I hadn't been with anyone else. I hadn't been with anyone else since I began pursuing her, months before we became exclusive. I was shocked. Things seemed to be so perfect. She seemed like such a good person. Where had I gone wrong? The thought made my blood boil until I outright confronted her. I told her I knew she must have been unfaithful because of my symptoms and asked her if she had similar symptoms. She told me no. Yeah, someone asked, is it koala pee again? We had a story about koalas peeing on someone
I think
and
I
getting
found that
chlamydia.
one.
What do you guys think it is? Put your answers in the comments.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, conspiracy theories.
Okay.
What do you think, Fia?
Wait, so did he say that he has gone to the doctor yet or no?
Hasn't gone to the doctor. He's about to find it out, though.
After going. What do you mean?
He hasn't found out yet what it is.
Oh, from the okay, yeah. I think you gotta wait until you get your stuff back from the doctor before you go accusing anyone.
Yeah. Because it could be a urinary tract infection.
Yeah.
It could be an STD. It could just be like, I don't know, acid pee. I don't know. Like,
You
the
could
body
be
is a weird
dying.
place.
Who knows?
Yeah, it could be a million things.
Yeah.
The only way to truly know is go to a doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Put your answers in the comments, but we're going to go back to reality. April says it could be a kidney infection. So, yeah, there's a bunch of things it could be.
There's so many things.
So many things. So, she told me, no, I don't have the same symptoms. I demanded that she come with me to a clinic, that we both take a test and share results. And she said, sure.
She seems too calm for, her to actually be cheating.
So you think it is not a red flag? You think that her saying sure is a green flag?
Yeah. I don't think she cheated personally. Because
I think if she's so down to go,
yeah,
probably
she's like
easy.
fine.
Yeah. So we agreed to go the next day. Looking back at this, I feel like a complete dick, maybe some foreshadowing. The same night I confronted my girlfriend, my roommate's girlfriend came over to stay at our place. She was being nice and went to do some of the dishes for us around the time my roommates and I had just moved into the new house. In the process of all of our belongings getting shuffled around, she went to get some dishwashing pods and exclaimed, "Why are you guys washing your dishes with laundry detergent?" I heard that and it clicked. Holy shit. I've been pissing out bleach.
Oh my God.
I instantly felt ashamed and immediately apologized to my girlfriend. She took it really well, laughed at the situation, and we forgot about it. Sure enough, a few days later, after our dishes/cups were no longer saturated with bleach residue, my symptoms disappeared.
He was microdosing bleach?
Microdosing bleach, which I've heard is not very healthy.
I've heard that's not very good. I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
I mean, that's not very good for you.
It could be a cool trend that the kids are doing these days,
Microdosing bleach.
Yeah, like how like all the kids, they're like, oh, like let's eat Tide Pods. Let's microdose bleach.
Who actually did that? Who actually? I feel like that was sensationalized.
What? Tide Pods?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was seeing it all over TikTok.
Exactly. Everything on TikTok is sensationalized.
No, everything on TikTok is true and nothing but the truth, Sophia. Believe the TikTok.
Someone said bleach maxing. I don't know if you guys have seen the Curtis Connor look max. I can't speak.
Looks
maxing
what is that?
video. It's like this thing on TikTok where people are just trying to look better, but through
like with makeup?
No, like they're doing like jaw exercises.
Oh, like mewing?
Yeah, the mewing.
we look beautiful.
You ain't.
Yeah, that yeah, I think that is why you don't jump to conclusions before seeing a doctor.
Don't do it. Yeah.
But Sophia, you know what you should see right now?
You could have said, you know what you should jump to.
You know what you should jump to?
There we go.
This next story.
Whoa, okay.
All right, here you go.
Are we getting John?
This is a thick, juicy one. If John wants to come in and relieve me so I can eat, I have been doing this for like hours and hours. I haven't peed. I haven't eaten. The things we sacrifice for you. And we love doing it. But I really need to go to the bathroom. So if John you could start reading, Sophia, because we need to get into this next story because the live stream doesn't stop, y'all. The live stream doesn't
Never
stop. Hit it.
Starting
Hit
right
it.
now.
Let's
Okay,
go.
okay, hold on. Okay. There is a little skit that I guess someone wrote where it says, John, you know what's worse than cyberbullying? Sam. Insert Sam improv.
I don't know. What's worse than cyberbullying?
No, cyber cheating.
Cyber cheating.
No, you didn't do the improv.
And
well.
with that, I think I have to cheat on my co-host by snacking on some food. So, John, come sub into me. Sophia's about to start this next story.
Someone says they did their dishes with chlorine and my pee doesn't burn. I don't know if you should be doing that.
Wait, I'm sorry. John,
Yes,
do you
sir.
sit there or should you sit where Sophia is? Because this hurts my head.
Let's
you
quit
guys
switching
switch?
to Chinese power drill. Let's go.
Just thank you.
We're doing a little musical chairs. Also, you can see we all live together.
Oh.
See, we're all in the same. Sam's gonna get a UTI here soon. Why would you put that into the universe?
So knock on
Johnny.
wood.
So I'm knocking on wood.
Someone knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood doubly so.
What's up, everyone? What's up, Sophia?
What's up?
How's it been going?
It's been going well.
Yeah?
We just did this skit that someone wrote.
Nice. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, here.
Here we
You
go.
do it. We'll do it again because Sam did a horrible job.
All right, let's try this the real way. Y'all, you know what's worse than cyberbullying?
I don't know. Cyber tech.
No! Cyber cheating. And let me tell you all about
I
it.
can only think of Cyber Rats, which is a Doctor Who.
Right? Yeah. Pirating?
Pirating.
Cyber pirating?
Cyber.
Which pirating is already-
Wait.
It is cyberbullying. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So this next story, which we're about to get into, right?
Yes.
Yes, is my wife is texting her classmate every day and spending lots of time with him. What should I do? This is OKOP. We read the craziest true stories on earth. Again, I'm John. This is Sophia. Sophia, what should this person do? They're texting with their classmate all the time? Like, what should they do?
I think they need to. I totally zoned out. So sorry.
The abyss.
I was looking at the comments and I did
It is
not,
a lot, right? It's a
I
lot
did
to keep
not
up with,
pick
y'all.
I'm in a new place right now. I'm in a
Yeah.
new chair.
Yes.
You're gonna have to read.
We're back into reality. So basically, here's the situation.
Yes,
So the
yes,
wife is texting this new classmate every day, right? And the husband is like, "Yo, why are you texting every day? Why are you that
Are they both in
close?"
college? Yeah.
I don't know if they're both in college yet. We have remember, this is our no context.
No context.
No context zone.
I think that don't text them every day.
Don't text them every day, maybe every 2 days.
Text your husband every one day
Yes.
and your school friend every 2 days.
Fulfill the quota.
Yeah.
Every day with the hubby. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Put it on your Google Calendar. Set
Yeah.
up the time.
The Sam way.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this story from FitSherry7862, who says, me, 30 male, and my wife, 25 female, have been married for around 3 years. We recently moved across the country so my wife could attend grad school. I found a career job in the new location and have been financially supporting us for the most part. She had been on her phone a lot more over the last few months. Suspicious. I've asked a few times who she was texting all the time, and she says, it's just a friend from school. It's just a friend from school.
It's just a friend from school. They're working on a group project.
That's it. Group project. Okay. We can, it takes two to make a group project.
Make a group project.
When I ask more questions, she starts to get defensive. Wasn't sure what else to do, so unfortunately, I took a peek through her phone.
Bad.
Uh-oh.
No.
Is that a red flag
That's
alert?
a red flag.
Oh, where are we?
Well, I
Here we
can't find
are.
Green flags. There we go.
All right.
That's a red flag.
Everyone, drop your red flags if you believe it is. Sophia, give us the breakdown.
I don't think that you should ever be. I think you should talk to your. I don't know. I think that looking through your partner's phone is kind of like end of relationship signs.
Do you think that there's any scenario where, like this one, it was just like texting someone a lot, but
Yeah.
do you think there are other scenarios where it's like a lot more evident?
I think
It's okay.
I think you just have to be like, I think there could be scenarios where you're like,
Yeah.
I know this person is cheating and they're
Right.
gaslighting me and all this stuff, and I just need some proof.
Yes.
But you have to know that that's going to be like your relationship.
You're kind of locked in. Like
Yeah.
maybe you have anecdotal proof that you don't have like a written record of or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. It's like very specific situations
Yeah.
maybe.
But
tough.
communication is key.
Yeah.
As I think someone also said in the Burning Rose. said in the
Shout out
chat.
Burning Rose has been going crazy this
Burning Rose with the facts.
whole thing. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are so funny. No free sponsors. Yes, we love ZocDoc. We love ZocDoc. Okay, so I wasn't sure what else to do, so unfortunately took a peek through the phone. I found out that she has been texting some guy from her school all day, every day, and night. The texts last from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. every day.
Ooh, wow.
7 a.m. to midnight.
Whoa. Wait.
Every day.
Whoa. Like they wake up and then
Good morning. How's that school? How's that group project going?
they wake up and then good morning.
Good morning.
And then they're like good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job studying hard on that
Yeah.
group project. Yeah.
Wink. Wink.
Wink. Wink. So yeah, are we innocent? Are we? Are we?
I don't even talk to my friends that much.
Right? Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at communicating with most times.
Imagine texting someone every day
I would get bored.
from 7 a.m. to 12. I mean, yeah. Who is that interesting that you're
No one's
texting?
that interesting.
No, truly, no one
No
is.
one is that interesting.
Unless they got something specifically that they're interested in.
Unless
Catch
they're
my drift.
giving you, I don't know, like government secrets.
Ooh, that would be pretty interesting, actually. I
yeah.
would like to get government secrets.
Yeah.
Riley,
I have tons of government secrets.
you have
but,
tons of
What?
government secrets.
But everyone's like, those aren't real.
Those are conspiracies.
Okay, conspiracies coming after this story. So the texts seem innocent overall.
Okay.
Nothing sexual or anything like that, but there were a few things that were bothering me. I went all the way to the beginning of the thread. Mind you,
Whoa.
this is a
Might
text
hurt me.
thread that is 7 a.m. to midnight every single day.
That's a long text thread.
That's a lot.
Presumably they're not talking every single minute from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m.
But
like that's how long it
like
ranges.
I think yeah, maybe it's like it ends at like
Yeah,
midnight.
that's what I've understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. every my
He's
God.
like, it keeps going.
Yeah, you're just like eating. Like I gotta keep responding, guys.
Yeah.
Not us doing the live stream right now.
Yeah, that's like 7 a.m. to midnight live stream.
Yes. So you ready, Riley? Hey yo, a lot of Celsius for this guy. I mean, a lot of energy drinks. No free sponsors. So
Just a generalized energy drink.
I am drinking sports drink today. Now, the first issue is that the texting started when my wife asked a friend for this guy's number and then started texting him randomly. Next,
Oh.
she is always the one to text him first, and she double texts him every time that he stops responding.
Oh, that's just like on their own separate plane. That's a little embarrassing.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like, ooh, honey. I wish I were exaggerating because he said every single time
Yeah,
that
wow.
she'll double
Wow.
respond. I've also never met this guy. Don't know how old he is. Don't know what he looks like.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think even if it is innocent, that's a little bit, or innocent seeming.
Yeah.
I think it's a little suspicious because you
Yeah.
can tell when something is, flirty.
Yeah,
Even
like,
if it's not outright flirty.
You can, especially if
Yeah.
you're reading all of their like
yeah.
tens of thousands of texts, you could probably download the vibe of what's going on. Riley, could you put yourself on the screen real quick? There's another big issue here, Sophia. OP just said they don't know what the guy looks like. Unfortunately, it looks like this right here.
It's Riley.
You got to be worried. OP, it's over. Sorry, buddy. Thank you, Riley, for letting me use your beautiful face.
You're so welcome. Anytime, John.
Although the conversations seem innocent, it seems like she randomly texts him just to start a conversation, often tells him about her school drama, etc., etc. It also seems like they spend a lot of time at school together, playing some card game. A card game.
Some card game? What does that
These
mean?
whippersnappers playing backgammon all day. Backgammon's not a card game, is it?
I don't believe so.
I don't know.
Is backgammon? I don't think so. Isn't it that one? It's like a
like a
chess.
board. Yeah, it's like chess,
It's like
I think.
chess, and it's
Yeah.
got like those little spikes on it.
We're trying, y'all. We're trying to remember what games are cards and knots.
Yeah.
Um,
I know all the card games.
she does. Sophia is actually very good at card
I'm very good at card games. It's my only thing.
That's
all
right.
I got.
Boom. Put in the comments what card game you think you could beat Sophia at, and
I'll let you know.
that you won't.
You might be able to bring me in. There's some.
She has even left dinner with me early to go back to school and play cards with him.
Whoa.
What
Why
if
are they
that's
so
their code
obsessed
word?
with cards?
They just love it. They're trying to
Oh
get
yeah,
better.
it's their code. Like in the chat, they're like, "Hey, do you want to go play cards?" That's actually that's a really good point.
That's a tinfoil hat conspiracy.
I don't know where this.
Yeah, it's right there. Ah!
Not the bad one.
You know how like
Could
there's a
probably
lot
be
of
me,
like
Uno.
card games.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of other things you could do when you're alone with people. So each card game is a different thing.
Oh, so they have
Oh, they have specific code language.
Yeah.
They're like,
A
oh
whole
yeah,
umbrella.
yeah. Someone said Uno.
Solo.
so. Going at it. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I'm
Do you
tired of
not
playing
card games?
Uno
So
and
sorry.
solitaire. I'm ready to play.
Oh yeah, they're like, I've been playing solitaire for all week. Let's play War.
Let's play Egyptian rat slap.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty kinky.
Rummy.
Doing rummy?
Go fish.
Go
Oh.
fish.
Not the fish.
Are you listing just card games that they could be playing?
I'm just
or
trying to make
comments?
indy windows out of these, and this is the
you.
best. I
We're
can
trying to
do.
find out. We're trying to break their code here.
Yeah, you're right, Sarah. I've been slacking. No sex.
No. Guys, can you put down what card games for what code words you think is happening right now? I would love to see that.
Cards Against Humanity.
Great.
That's everything.
Yeah, that's everything. That's an
It's
all-in-one.
both.
An all-in-one
Human-
special.
Is that so human? It's Egyptian rat screw and Egyptian rat slap.
Ooh,
There are multiple names for this game. I've heard them all.
that's true. Good one, human. Great username. So she invites him to spend one-on-one time, whether it's at school, at the bar, or wherever. When her parents came into town, she even invited this guy to the bar with her and her parents to meet the parents.
She invited the friend to meet her parents?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I gotta have my best friend meet my parents before before my husband.
Has the husband not met the parents?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Further, she baked cookies for this guy.
Whoa.
Sophia, we have a master baker in the room.
I would never bake cookies
That's right.
for anyone.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I actually bake cookies for everyone, so
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe she was just baking cookies, and I don't know.
I
If
think
it's
these are
just for
targeted.
him,
If they're targeted,
They're targeted cookies. That's a little. I've never targeted my cookies.
Yeah, it's like, hey everyone, it's open. You
It's
got it.
an open cookie call.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
She loves to bake, and I remember her one day baking a type of cookie that she had never baked before. Special cookie.
Why was that? And I remember she baked a cookie she had never made before. And that was suspicious. Trying new recipes.
It was September 21st. She had never seen a macadamia in her life. While I assumed that she was baking them for a party that she was going to go to that night, the text showed me that she was baking
Party for
them
two.
just for this guy. Oh, that's right, a party for two. What?
Is he still looking at the text chain?
He's referencing I think he's read the entire thing at this point. I think
Wow.
he's gone all the way top to bottom.
Yeah.
What makes it worse is the fact that she went out of her way to do it. I had the car that night, so she walked to the store in the rain to get the ingredients, baked the cookies, and then brought them over to his apartment where she then stayed for 2 hours.
She likes this guy. Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
yo, does she like him?
She likes.
Throw
this
it in the
guy.
comments below. Does she like him? Yeah. She did go to the party afterwards, but only stayed for a few minutes to say hi and then leave.
She was making appearances.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she stayed at his house for 2 hours and literally stayed at the party for 2 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
One thing I've been a bit insecure about is the fact that my profession does not pay great. She lived a very privileged lifestyle through her parents before meeting me, and she is in grad school for a profession that pays significantly more than mine, like 5 times what I make.
Oh, wow.
She will make more in her summer internship than I will make this entire year.
I know he's sounding insecure, which is
Yeah, it's a lot of things are adding.
yeah.
And mind you, this guy goes to her program, aka will earn the same amount.
Oh, Sam's here.
Sammy's here.
Sam's in the corner.
Yes. A little
Yeah,
a little
that's-
sneaky Sam.
Hello.
Ow.
All together. Yay.
Oh, yeah, we are all.
Yes, we are indubitably.
Really happy about it.
Yes, she
Oh,
is enthused. This guy that she is texting is in the same profession. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Reading these messages made me feel sick to my stomach. I just wanted to post here to see if this sounds fishy to anyone else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if anything physical has happened, but she has crossed some boundaries either way. How should I handle this? And we do have a few little edits. So quick edit. The meetup with the parents never actually happened. She did try to get him to the bar, but that plan fell through. Also, in reading the text, it seems like the guy tried to keep her at arm's length at first, keeping conversations short and not engaging too much, but over time to becoming much, much more repetitive and interested in actually talking. This all happened over the course of about 5 or 6 months. I'm not paying for her school, just our living expenses for the most part.
Wow.
We have an update, but
Oh,
we
wow. Yeah.
have to pause here. And we just got Sam. We just got Sam
We
in
just
the
got
mix.
Sam. We have to
Okay.
update him on everything that's going on.
Yes. So are you ready for a
There's a
little TLDR, Sammy boy?
Mhm.
So basically, OP 30 male is paying for his lovely lady 25 female. He's making all the money. She's going to school, and she started texting this guy 7 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week.
7 a.m. to midnight.
7 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. So
That's a lot.
it's a lot. So now we have to figure out if OP should be worried or not.
I think.
Should OP be worried or not?
I mean, of course, right? Is there even a question?
Yeah.
I mean, it's clear that she likes this guy.
Yeah. I think also it seems like in the beginning the school friend was trying to maintain a boundary and then she was like, no.
I mean, she was
Pushing.
double texting him every time he
Double
didn't
texting.
respond.
Yeah, that's
Every time. He read the entire 6-month chat history.
Oh, what in the post?
No. In the post. That would be a long
Like, here are
story.
pictures from the entire chain for 5 months.
He read them
Yeah.
on his own to get the full download on like
Yeah.
everything that happened, basically. So
That's rough.
that is rough, right? Sophia, what do we think OP should do at this point?
I think that OP needs to talk to his girlfriend and say, hey,
Sit down conversation.
sit down. Yeah, say, hey, I don't like this funny business that's
Nope.
going on.
None of that.
Yeah.
Sit down, have a
And
talk.
maybe break up. It seems like they're just going there.
Big protein. Put your beautiful face on there. Also, very important information. So the other guy looks like this.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like that.
Second time
Right.
he's
So
done
it's an issue.
Dude, it's over.
Give up now, right? Give up now.
Yeah.
Knowing that the man looks exactly like you and is equally as sexy, what should OP do in this scenario, Riley?
I should run or
Run?
fight him. But if he looks like me, he's gonna have a hard
They're not
time.
allowed.
He's going to be too powerful, Riley. He looks
Yeah.
like you. He's going to be too strong.
That's
So all you can do is so seriously, like,
true.
do you try to sit down and be
I
like,
would
"Hey,
I
what's
would
going
try
on?"
to sit down and first talk to his wife, right? Wife.
Yeah.
I would talk to the wife, be like, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable with this," and then after that, if it's not working, like try to get the parents involved, maybe, because like I don't. Also, the parents. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
why-
What do you got?
Why are we
That's
hanging out
great.
with OP's parents at the bar with her guy best
Yeah.
friend. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's a little weird. Why are they letting that go? I know she's like 25 and he's like 30, but still, like people should have developed brains by now and know better.
Yeah, we talked about this in some of the earlier stories that Riley and I filmed this morning. Where,
Yeah.
old people don't have.
Developed brains.
Developed-
Someone commented on the live stream, was like, these people are 30 plus. They should know better. They should know how to communicate, but
And-
they don't.
Yeah.
And they're acting like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doesn't
They
make
are
any
that's
sense.
a red flag.
they are 30 and 25, but
Try to talk
But
some sense
still.
in her.
Yeah.
If you can't, not the person you want to be with.
exactly.
Baking cookies for other people, I would have left.
That's tough.
Personally.
As soon as the
That's
cookies
tough.
dropped, that was the final straw.
Yeah.
Riley, maybe scroll through some of the comments that we can see here.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see here. So we got from Gracie Mecca, just give up.
Yep.
Laughing emoji. That does seem to be a common thread. Burning Rose, John, stop bullying Riley. It is actually me loving him to death and thinking he is so beautiful.
Yep, you should see us off camera.
Yeah, it's like a big brother relationship.
That's right. That's right. Lady Hatch, John is my fave. Not gonna lie, those glorious locks are better than mine.
John's
What
right.
products does he use? Y'all, no free sponsors. All right. We can't even do that. We
John, you're
can't
really
even do that.
picking and choosing what kind of comments.
Yeah,
you
it's
read.
kind of
Only reading the ones that are flattering himself.
Not me kicking off the comment reading on this one.
What about the comment from CM that said they really love red vines?
So let's have a quick
Yeah, let's talk
conversation.
about that.
Red vines are disgusting. And anyone who likes them is just an incorrect human being.
Well, because you're on Twizzler gang.
I
Right?
am team Twizzler.
Twizzlers taste like plastic. Red
Bro,
vines do not.
that tastes like chalk.
What are you talking
That
about?
tastes like
It's so
chalk.
good.
No. I will accept.
I started.
No, I can't accept anything actually. Yeah,
I
I
will
can't
accept
accept anything
nothing.
actually. Yeah, Twizzlers
Yeah.
are red vine because these are Twizzlers suck. CM,
Hey,
what are you talking
That's
about?
my boy, CM.
Wait, CM, hold on.
yes.
CM, come
Yeah.
on, come
Yeah.
to the light side. Anyone else? Do we have
No
okay?
Red
Red vines and Twizzlers
Twizzlers
are red flags? Oh no.
See, I am a proponent of the age-old red vine fan club from Star Kid, which you guys won't know, but
Nope.
Yeah, if you've seen Star Kid, you know all about the red vines.
I have no idea.
what that is.
Yeah, a Harry Potter musical.
All I know is that Bedwolf said Twizzlers. That's all I know. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all licorice is gross. I never even thought about that possibility.
I actually I think beyond Twizzlers and red vines, I prefer like the real taste. You know, like the licorice that you get from Trader Joe's. That's good.
Yeah,
licorice.
like
my
that.
gosh.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so strong. It's almost like alcohol in a
yeah.
twisty tube.
Yeah.
It's strong. It's strong.
There's an update.
There is an update, which Sam's face is needed to access.
Everyone has my phone and computer in here, so I have nothing.
He has nothing.
I have nothing
Well,
except my red vines.
Yeah.
here we go. So, update. I ended up deleting the original post. Sorry, but I was able to have a conversation with a guy that she has been texting.
Whoa.
I got his number off of her phone and just texted him saying,
Oh.
"Hey,
Yikes.
this is my wife's husband. I caught wind of what's been going on between you two and just wanted to see if you'd be willing to be honest with me about what has happened." He
That's
res-
yikes.
He responded pretty quickly and was willing to meet with me for lunch in a public place. So we met. Y'all, are you ready for this next part? Are you ready for this next part? Are you ready for this next part?
Wait. Can we conspiracy theorize?
All right. Let's get the hats. Break them out. Break them out.
Okay, I don't.
There we go. Nice throw. What do we got, Sam?
I think red flag that he is asking for a public place. Like specifically, not because like I feel like that means there's gonna be some crazy revelations of what has happened. Because he wouldn't like if it like yeah he's like I'm ready because what I'm about to say is gonna piss you off that you're gonna want to kill me,
Yeah.
but we're gonna be in a public place so you can't.
Yeah. Red flag as in like a warning sign of what's to come.
Yes, yeah. I feel like there's gonna be some sauce that is spilt in public.
What do you think the sauce is?
Cheating.
Chocolate sauce for the cookies.
For the cookies. It all comes back to the cookies.
Oh, part of the cookies.
All right, guys, are you ready? You all aren't ready for this next line.
I'm ready.
It's too perfect. He is 23 years old and a very good-looking man.
So
I happen to know someone else that is those exact same things. Hey!
Hold on. OP said that. OP was like, he's 23 and he's hot.
Yes, yes.
I don't stand a chance.
He literally can't help it. He said, I'll give him that. He can't help but acknowledge it.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
When we met for lunch, I started the conversation by asking him if he could give me his perspective on what's been happening between him and my wife. He started with a disclaimer that nothing physical has happened between them. And honestly, I believe him. He seems like a decent guy. He told me he respects me and never wanted to get involved with a married woman, and he started the story from the very beginning. I'll tell it as if he were telling it.
5 months ago.
It goes like this, and that is a direct quote. I approached her at the beginning of school because I found her attractive. I don't remember whether she was wearing a wedding ring. I'm not used to checking for that because most people my age generally aren't married. Is that true, Riley?
Yeah.
Riley's
It's true,
confirmed.
but the women I look for
Uh-oh.
kind of are wearing
There
weddings, so.
there he goes.
Riley, shame on you.
Well, because they're older. They're older. That was the joke.
No, that doesn't make
No, it means you're just into married women, bro.
No,
You're
older
a
women.
homewrecker,
Older women, not
Riley.
married.
Why are you? They're older married woman.
I'm just saying I'm like the type of women that I'm looking for are older, thus they
married.
probably have wedding rings. But if they're older and they don't have one, I'm like, hello.
There it is.
I just heard Riley hits on women with wedding rings. That's what I heard.
I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I would never. I'm a gentleman. I would never.
But
So you're a Gemini?
Gentleman.
Oh.
what does that have to do with anything?
I'm a Gemini. I would never.
Stella Davis says big protein on the prowl for some feisty cougars.
Dude, I am close to Malibu. If you know any Malibu cougars, please let me know. Let me know. DM me. I will talk to them. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
That's hilarious.
Read the story.
I want to find the update.
But when I approached her, this is again the possible affair partner.
Yeah.
She seemed very interested. Absolutely zero indication from her part that she may have been in a relationship. When she found out I had a post grad job offer, she was overly congratulatory. Back to the money.
She made him cookies.
After talking to her more over the next few days, I asked for her Instagram, which she seemed hesitant to give, but she gave me her Instagram anyways.
Because she didn't want him to find out that she had a partner.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
Oh, always observant. When I followed her, I immediately realized that she was married. I was floored due to her behavior, but I decided to fall back. After falling back, I heard from some mutual friends that she seemed to be a bit offended that I stopped talking to her after finding out that she was married. I found that a bit strange, but whatever. Some drama transpired, so I went out of my way to avoid her for about a month or so, but after a while, I felt the beef was a waste of time, so I decided to give her a compliment to kind of communicate that I don't mind being cordial with her. Hey, you look sexy today.
Your eyes remind me of the sea, and I want to swim.
Beef over. The beef has been ended. She seemed ecstatic about the compliment, and I heard from mutual friends that she was going around telling people that we were friends again. I also found that strange. I just wanted to be cordial. So you started with a compliment? Come on.
Yeah.
Like, be like, hey, how's it going? I don't know. Like anything
Small
but
talk.
yeah, small talk.
Yeah.
Oh, this this test's been hard this semester.
Wow.
Like, how's it been
really
going?
tough.
I don't know.
What grade did you get?
Yeah.
That's
What-
that's a normal thing.
yeah. Any tips?
Yeah.
I got a tip for you.
Oh God, there he is. I just wanted to be cordial. Anyways, we made up, and shortly thereafter, I got random texts from her telling me that she got my number from someone else. Third thing that I found strange.
That everyone's getting this guy's number from a second party.
Again, he's a little beautiful,
He's
so it's hard.
gorgeous.
It's
He is
hard.
gorgeous.
Yes. The text started pretty infrequent, but gradually progressed to her texting him every single day, double texting and all.
Yikes.
She even seemed really pressed about me meeting her parents when they came into town. Again, me being, the not a fair
gorgeous
partner.
guy. Gorgeous
Yes,
guy.
the gorgeous guy. I am still not sure what that was even about, but I dodged the invite and it never happened. So he was the reason that never happened. Good to know.
Okay.
At this point, it seemed like she was very interested in me, but I was but I wasn't very responsive over text because she is married. Over time, however, my wall broke down slowly because I did enjoy the attention. She's inviting me to hang out one-on-one, playing cards with me, offering to bake me cookies, etc., etc.
Poker?
I mean,
I think it's just good old-fashioned cards.
we asked people to, I don't know if we had any, but put in euphemisms for card games that they had.
Oh, did we find any?
We did see Egyptian rat screw.
No. Oh, was that a joke? I thought you.
Oh no!
That's also what it's called.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
Well.
Egyptian rat slap and Egyptian rat screw.
Well, those both work in that scenario. Strip poker. There you go. Okay, spades. Question mark. I think
I
maybe.
Slapjack.
There we go. Oh, someone's jack is getting slapped. She told me how upset she was over the fact that apparently you two had planned a trip for Thanksgiving to see her friends, but didn't end up going because of a tight budget. She also told me that she would sleep on the couch a lot. Whew. This is a lot of information to share.
With the guy, in your class.
Yeah.
Spoons.
Nice. We didn't talk much over the final exams due to being busy, and we really didn't talk much over the winter break. However, at the start of the new semester, the texting all day, every day, and double texting came back in full force. At this point, I kind of felt like she was pursuing me, but I enjoyed the attention. She baked me the cookies the first week of school, brought them over, and sat on my bed for over 2 hours. But nothing physical happened.
But she wanted something physical to happen for sure. You don't sit on someone's bed for 2 hours.
It's comfortable.
Come
This was
on.
2 hours before the party that she attended for.
Yeah,
7
for
minutes.
2 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, she's not interested in a relationship with her husband anymore. It doesn't seem.
Well, here's what a beautiful man goes on to say. She honestly didn't seem interested in sex at all, even though I kind of wanted it to happen at that point. But here we are now. She still texts me every day, and honestly, it has become more frequent than ever before. That is the end of Beautiful Man's story. Maybe we take a quick pause right there.
Yeah. The beautiful man story. I think, regardless of whether it's there's a physical aspect to the relationship, I think it's still emotional cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's, I think at this point, like, do we think, I mean, definitely the woman has, like, pursued him heavily,
Yeah.
but is Beautiful Man still in the wrong here?
I
Perhaps
mean,
walls broken down.
I think.
Slightly, because he
it's
knew.
not- Yeah, slightly, because he knew that there was a husband in the picture. But I think it's obviously more on the people in the relationships.
From a woman's perspective,
From a woman.
You are a woman.
I am a woman.
what do you think Beautiful Man should have done?
I mean, I've been in this situation where I thought I was talking to someone in a friendship aspect who
right.
had a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Are we talking about Belgium boy? This is a different scenario where this happened?
Because I thought we were we had the we were theater stuff
Right,
rehearsals
okay.
and stuff, and so I would
Mhm.
see him all the time.
Yep.
And so I was like, yeah, this is my friend, and I literally I was like, this is my older brother type figure.
Right.
And I remember actually one time he was like, I'm not your older brother, which should have been his son.
You really
um,
pulled that on him?
Well, because I
'Cause
was
he's
in a
Golly.
relationship, and he was older than me.
Oh, okay.
He was in a relationship.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
And I was
okay.
like, yeah, we were pals.
Yes.
And then I found out that he cheated on his girlfriend, and I was like, he's getting a little too, friendly. I was like, okay, yeah. So I would have pulled, if I was gorgeous guy, I would have pulled
Yep.
back.
Pull back.
How is he getting too friendly? What happened?
He was not in the sense that he was, trying to start anything, but he was texting me a lot and stuff, and I was like, after I found out that he had cheated on his girlfriend, I was like, this, I don't.
It
wanna
all
be
be
associated.
the glass was broken.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if this guy wants to be friends with me. So.
He wanted more, but can you also tell your Belgian boy story?
So that I don't know. I
Most
don't
people
think,
here haven't
I
heard
don't-
it.
Yeah, most people haven't heard. I love that story.
It doesn't even relate.
Yes, it does. He had a girlfriend,
Okay.
and then she texted you.
Okay. What do you mean? Do we save it for after the story?
Okay, story
Okay.
time. Okay, story time.
Because it slightly doesn't relate.
That's right. And Sam, you have been gifted your phone back. Congratulations. Yes. So, all right.
Yeah.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We just heard Beautiful Man's story. Now we're back to OP.
Beautiful man.
This seems pretty consistent with the text that I read as well. I don't really know what to think of this, but it kind of seems like she's playing the long game with him in order to get him to fall in love with her so she can leave me. I appreciate the guy's willingness to meet with me, and honestly, I do believe what he is telling me. Seems like this is beyond the point of no return. I plan on talking to her tomorrow, but I think that this is it for me. I don't think there's anything she can say that will change my mind at this point. It's over. I will give an update if I feel up to it. And ladies and gentlemen, there is another update.
Also, a non-Reddit poster. It is live.
It's so freaking live.
Yeah.
Get ready. Lady Hike. Okay, story time. We're going to get to Sophia's Belgian story. Don't
That's
worry.
right.
It is 3:43 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes. Coming to you live.
Yeah.
So, okay, story time.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyway, I was in London with Sam, and we met this guy from Belgium, and I chatted with him, and he was being flirty. And then I followed him on Instagram and immediately saw that he had a girlfriend, so I was like, no. And so then he kept trying to text me, and I was like, I'm not interested. And then a couple months later, I received a random DM from this girl, and I was like, who is this? And so I accepted it because I saw that she was following the guy. And she basically very nicely was like, hey, I just wanted to ask if, you know, like, I know that my boyfriend met you in London, which I didn't know how she knew because we didn't follow each other. Yeah, I guess we were following each other, but I only saw him for one day. And she was like, did anything happen? Like, I just want to know, like, I'm not sure if something's going on. And I was like, nothing happened. I'm so sorry. I hope everything's okay. But I feel like he was probably, you know, he probably cheated on her if she was asking those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So that's the long and short of it, of the Belgian boy story.
The Belgian boy story. By the way, I Love Fried Chicken said they have a story. If you all watching right now have a story, please share it in the comments below, and we just might take a look at it. KZ also has a story, so guys,
Chumps.
bring them on.
Yeah, Chumps says it's 10:44 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings
Hey,
Time.
shout out to you, chumps. Let's go.
And it's hold on.
And
Hold on. World clock. New York, it's 6:45 p.m. Los Angeles, we already established. Melbourne, yeah, it's 10:45. London, 11:45. All right, now
is that a thing now? We
read
read
out
out
the
our
times.
timestamps.
This is proof that this is live.
Yes. In case you were confused.
Yeah. So now we're up to date.
But
time.
you know what else is up to date?
This next update.
Up to date.
Up to date.
Woo!
Whoa.
Okay, so I had the talk with her yesterday,
The talk.
and it's over.
Yeah.
As crazy as it is, the guy actually didn't give her any heads up that we met, which I appreciated. Which
And all that time texting. I wonder if they were still texting after they met up, or if he was like, "I'm not gonna text her at all." Like, I'm out of this.
yeah. I mean,
Which he
he
might have.
he
might have
didn't
just
message
gone
her
radio
about
silence.
that heads up, so
Yeah. So it might have just been radio silence.
might have been. Basically, I sat with her at the dining room table and started by telling her I heard what's going on with her and beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
When she asked what I was talking about, I kind of just went through all of the highlights of the emotional affair, highlighting the cookie situation, meeting the parents, incessant texting, disguising him as just a friend, etc., etc. When I told her that it seemed to me as if she was obsessed with the guy, maybe even in love with him, and seemingly planning for my replacement, she immediately broke down crying.
Oh.
I almost felt kind of bad, but also didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
She then told me that she only did it because she liked the attention and nothing more, and that she would cut him off immediately. I shook my head.
Yeah, I think it's too little, too late.
Too little, too late. Is there anything that she could do to, like, even attempt to salvage what's happened at this point?
Only if he had been more receptive to it, but it seems like he's already.
Yeah, he kind of made up his mind.
He had already made up his mind before this.
Yeah.
If he had been like, is this, I don't know.
Yeah.
If he had gone into it with a little bit more hesitancy, but it seems like he just wanted to tell her that he knew.
Yeah.
See how it,
Yeah, he like if he came in and gave her room to try to be like, all right, earn my trust back
Yeah.
or something, then it's like, okay, I
Yeah.
could try
to say
do
something,
something,
but you know,
but
I don't think so.
it's tough. She offered to find a couples therapist, which while still belligerently crying, and I told her it seems like we are past that point already. Didn't really care whether she slept with the guy or not. This emotional situation was enough for me.
Yeah.
I told her I'll be contacting an attorney this week and that she should do the same. Remember, they're
I forgot they were married. Yeah.
not in a
Jesus.
relationship. I forgot for a second too, honestly.
Oof.
And I walked out the door with her chasing me. I didn't have anywhere to go, but I needed to just leave before she tried to convince me any further to stay. I didn't want to hear any BS.
Mm-hmm.
Received dozens
Another
of
card
calls.
game.
Say again.
Another card game.
Another card game. Golly. Please. Somebody finish it already.
Always taking.
Hey, we know who the Joker in the deck was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's the beautiful man then?
Dang. He's the king, damn it.
the king.
He's too
Yeah.
beautiful. I received dozens of calls and texts while I was gone. And when I came back, she seemed devastated still. I got calls from her parents today as well, which I ignored. I haven't kicked her out of the house or anything. Not really sure what I want to do about that yet. I don't want her to be this guy or anyone else's burden. I'm just kind of feeling lost at this point. It's wild how truly absurd this just ended after all this time. I moved to the state solely to support her, and now I'm just here. The majority of my friends and family are still across the country. Maybe I should have seen the writing on the wall. Our relationship wasn't perfect. I've been pretty busy over the last year or so with work, and it seems like she took every chance she could to go to every single school party / outing she could without inviting me 95% of the time. Ouch.
Yeah.
She was never home, and every time I asked any questions, she would chalk it up to studying, quote unquote. How could I really argue with that when she's in grad school?
Yeah.
It may not be entirely her fault, but I'm glad I'm getting out of this before it got any worse. 3 years isn't a crazy amount of time, and now it's time to go find myself again. This does suck though. Thank you all for your support. This has really helped me come to terms with this ending.
Yeah. No, I think she had a lot of red flags, and she wasn't really focused on their relationship for a while, it seems.
Yeah.
At least for 5 months.
I'm curious on would you all stay or work on the relationship? Because nice dude, producer Riley just on top of his game. So we have a few then. Burning Rose says she's not sorry it happened. She's sorry that she got caught. Yeah. I mean, it kind of seems like that is the case. And then Carenza Bond says, Burning Rose, you're 100% right. So basically plus wanting that. Soraya Jade says she would have absolutely eventually slept with beautiful man if she hadn't have got caught. Look, it's hard to resist sleeping with beautiful man, if I do say so myself. It's really tough.
Yeah, but it's tough that he moved out to this place and then she didn't try to include him in her life at all.
And like another point is like, bro's like 30 and she's 25, and everyone that's like in college is like doing the college scene, you know?
It is grad school. So, I mean, based off of like theater grad school, it ranges from, mid-20s to 30s.
Yeah.
I just broke something on that.
Oh, that's okay. We can destroy the Harry Potter fortress.
Yeah, so I think that I don't think his age would have been a huge problem in grad school.
Yeah, there's probably people in grad school, I guess, that are like 28 or...
Yeah.
I know 30-year-olds in UCSD's grad school, so
True.
and over 30.
True.
Yeah, I know people who were in their like 40s who were in undergrad. So, I think it's like less of a deal, especially in grad school, your age.
Yeah. But if you're a beautiful man,
yeah,
that's all that matters.
That's it.
That is really all that matters.
Yeah, no, that really sucks for Opito.
But you know what else matters a lot?
This next story.
Do we need to cue it up here?
Yeah, 300.
Let's do that. 300 and story number 2. Here we go. Sophia, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. All right. Am I the a-hole for overreacting to my wife's friends? Oh, to my wife's friends snooping on my laptop? No, I think. What's your thoughts before we get into it?
If the wife's friend is snooping on the laptop, don't. Why are you snooping on my laptop?
Yeah, that's
What right?
weird.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that,
like-
yeah.
Is it almost worse that it's like the wife's friend and not even the wife?
Yeah,
Right,
because she's
right.
sending someone else to do. Well, we don't know this.
We don't know.
Well, I don't want to make assumptions.
Good conspiracy theory,
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe she's sending him, but
but
we don't.
maybe.
But let's read on. Let's
Let's
find
do
out.
it.
So level reaction 4569 says, I, 26 male, have been with my wife, 24 female, for a little under 5 years. Dating for 3, engaged for 1, and married just under 1. She is the love of my life, and I know her like the back of my hand. I know her needs, wants, when she would prefer water over Diet Coke, when she is starting to slip into a depressive state, anxiety triggers, etc.
Pretty good.
Oh, he knows everything about his wife.
Yeah.
One thing she's always worried about is that I will leave her or cheat on her. Her parents had issues, and she thinks I'll be the same. To combat this, she has full access to my phone and personal computer. However, my work computer is completely off limits due to the nature of my job. Ooh, what type of job is that? Secret agent.
Nuclear missiles.
Yeah, and he's like, no playing around with my computer because
Yeah.
she might launch the missiles.
If you want to live.
I also, just before we go on, I think that's very kind of him to give her full access, but I think that's also something she should be in therapy for. I
Yeah.
feel like if you're expecting the worst out of a relationship, it's not a good
Then that's a great sign.
yeah. All right. So OP continues. I recently got a promotion and now have people who report to me. One of these people is female. Sometimes if I'm away from my computer and they have a question, they will call or text my personal phone, and I typically reply with, let me get online and we can talk over Teams, our company's communication platform. Recently, she has looked through my phone and saw that the girl who reports to me has texted me quite a few times since she is new, and I always say I'll be online shortly. My wife showed her friends the text thread, and they all think that it is sus, and they were talking about stuff on the one device I never let my wife see. When this was brought to my attention, I showed her text for my other reports, and I always say I'll talk online. There's just so much lack of trust in this relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
The reason I always say I'll talk online is because of the technical data I deal with. My company takes cybersecurity very seriously. To log in the morning, there are 3 passwords I need to input. Because it takes so long to log in, I typically will just turn off my screen when I walk away instead of locking it. I figure I am in my own house, and typically the only people with me are my dogs or my wife.
Can you trust the dogs though?
No, they're always snooping. It's have you seen that movie Cats versus Dogs?
You're so right.
Yeah, and the cats, I think, were trying to destroy the world. I think they were trying to start a nuclear war.
Right. What's up with
Is
the
that
cats?
true? I don't know if that's fully true, but I think that's what
We're
cats-
going with that version of the
The
truth.
cats were starting a Cold War.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very bad.
And
I
that
also
was-
have an okay story time related
About
to
cats?
OP's super secret.
Okay, well,
Data
anyway,
and
let's
information.
see what happens if these dogs were the culprits.
Let's see.
The other day, I'm working at in my in-home office while my wife has some friends over, and I have to go to the bathroom, so I turn off my screen and go relieve myself. I decide to also grab a coffee from the kitchen, and when I come back, I see my wife at my desk with her friends around her. I flip out and ask what they think they're doing, and they're reading my messages with my coworkers. Again, these messages contain technical data that isn't open to the public. I kick her friends out of the house and tell them that they may have put my job in jeopardy since I now have to report a breach of security. Her friends argue they were just looking out for my wife. As it's suspicious, I always answer on the computer. Where else?
Why is that suspicious?
Where else would he answer? I
Like, who cares what device you're answering from?
Yeah.
Right?
No, this is like a work. I don't know. I understand that there might be cases where people are cheating.
Right.
But like, if you have zero trust in your partner,
What are we doing
what's
here?
the point?
I also just put together that they're basically saying like, oh, you use this one device so you can hide all the messages and right.
Yeah, but still, like, what, like, why does
Why?
I don't
Why
know.
not just
Yeah.
Come on now.
All in all, I kicked her friends out and told them to never come back. I called my boss with my wife and told my boss everything and made my wife tell me which conversations she read to determine what she saw. My boss told me I got lucky and nothing too sensitive was in the messages, and in private he told me to go to couples counseling.
Woo!
My wife
Yikes.
My wife told her friends what I made her do, and they all think I overreacted and am a complete ass for embarrassing her to my boss. No, I think she deserved that. I think that this relationship, I think they need to go to couples counseling because this wife needs to go to therapy.
Yes.
Point blank.
Definitely.
If you have zero trust in your relationship, it just with no evidence.
Yeah. And just for like you as a person, like being able to like, work through those issues and then live a life where you're not constantly like looking over someone's shoulder, just at least make progress in the right direction.
Yeah. And the fact that the wife's friends were like encouraging this behavior is wild.
I feel like I wonder if, because we actually read a bunch of stories earlier today at the top of the stream where the friends were the one that were planting all of these ideas. Like it didn't come from like the wife or the significant other. It was like the friend or friend group feeding that information to them.
It seems like they might have done that. I wouldn't put it past.
See, is that the end of this story?
That is the end of this story.
Well, I do have an okay story time related to this.
Okay.
So obviously there's the breach of trust of going into the laptop. But a company I used to work for had, I don't know if this is the same thing. It's called like SOC 2. It's basically like a big security thing. And they send people to your office and sometimes to your house, like to inspect your place, like how secure. Because think about like in this dude's case, he's like, oh, my house seems secure. But so they will literally fly people out sometimes to inspect and be like, is there anything that might be a breach of security? And
the whole Zoom testing protocol.
The Zoom testing protocol.
Yeah, like when they make you have the camera on. I don't know. It's just a Zoom
Smart.
Gen Z thing.
Gen Z.
You wouldn't
Okay.
know.
Dang it! I fell, guys. I fell for it. I am a Zillennial. Okay, I'll accept. Can we accept Zillennial? Can we accept Zillennial? Come on, 96.
You can be a cusper.
That's what a Zillennial is.
I know, but I don't like the word Zillennial.
How millennial of me to say Zillennial.
Yeah.
Am I a Zillennial? Thanks, Riley.
Is John?
20
Yeah,
steps.
what's the cutoff? Because John says it's 1996.
1996.
I've heard 1997.
Y'all don't even know how back in the day people were throwing 96 down. Throwing down 96. Oh, it was crazy. Mad surveys and stuff saying 1996 is the cutoff for millennials. But now everyone switched up. Switched up, and they said that people are just roasting me in the chat right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying that my mic is quiet. I don't know.
Oh.
Speak louder.
I'm speaking fairly loud.
Guys, how is
mic
the
okay?
volume now?
Yeah.
Let us know. It's 96. 96 is in it.
All right.
It's there. See?
I'll give it to you, John.
That's right. Oh man, people are really going crazy over the Gen Z millennial thing.
Millennial light.
Passing a millennial light. How do I upgrade to pro?
Everyone wants to be a Gen Z.
Yeah. But to put a pin in my story, like it could have not just cost him his job, but if they lost like this certification, like in my case, they would have lost like a lot of their customers. It literally could have killed the company.
Yeah.
Like all of the people working for that company could have been lost their job technically.
Yeah.
Dude.
And depending on how secure this company is, could have gotten legal trouble too.
Legal trouble,
legal trouble.
It's bad. One more one. So from Pixie Pan, my daughter was born in 95. She's an older millennial per her 12-year-old brother who keeps calling her elderly. Older millennial? Nah, older millennials are like 38.
That's a young millennial.
A young millennial?
95?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's a young millennial.
Yeah, but their 12-year-old brothers gaslighting them into thinking they're
that's funny.
like some other people I know.
John, I would never.
Anyways.
Jinx me a Coke.
Hey, do we got another story?
We do.
Hey, let's
You're
do it. Okay, that is okay. The calls can wait. The people are here for content.
Do we want to read any comments?
Yes. Let's
Read them.
some
While you
comments.
find the new. Okay, move the mic closer to your mouth. It is, in fact, right next to my mouth. 90s rule. I've never been. Yep, NDA are real and it can be bad. So true. I have a password for my. Oh, who's this from? I can't read. Razakon. I have I have a password for my phone and then another passcode to get into my business WhatsApp because I'm a psychologist and I need as many locks on my phone as possible. My ex-partner understood that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes sense if you have like very
sensitive
sensitive
like,
information.
That's like, hey, I want to protect, my clients sharing very confidential things. Like, it's good. It's good, ladies and gentlemen.
Respect.
But what else is good is
this next story.
That's right. Let's get into it. Short and sweet title today. I effed up by sexting my stepmom. That's
Did
tough.
you know? Did you know that they were your I was about to say your stepmom.
Uh-oh. Title change alert. Oh.
Did you know that they were your stepmom?
I'm going to assume it's an accident because today I effed up. Otherwise, it would be like, today I succeeded.
Today I succeeded in getting my stepmom.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, let's get into this one from Crazy Squirrel Girl, who says, my sister was getting married, and all of us ladies went to get manis and petties together.
Hell yeah.
My stepmom, all the bridesmaids, my sister, and I. So because there was a flock of 8 of us, they sat a few of us in the pedicure chairs to soak the feet while we waited for a manicurist to become available. I decided I had had a long wait and I was bored. I really don't know the bridesmaids, only my sister and my stepmom, so I would sext my husband.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Oh, well.
I see you in the comments because I see you, OP.
Drop them. Well, I started sending very descriptive messages to him.
At the mani-pedi. During the mani-pedi. At the nail salon.
She's going in.
Yeah, she's getting her feet painted. Her nails painted.
Painting something red.
I will say, whenever John went to get his nails done, he did say he was thirsty. So do that with
for water, Riley. Good.
Sure.
I was also, while we were talking about the mani-pedis, I was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Never apologize.
It's
Destroy.
Gone. It's gone.
Okay.
I was thinking about an alternate video where you guys get 4-inch nails on your toes, and you walk around like little.
Ew.
What are feet challenges that we could do?
Yeah. you're like tipping and tapping.
Right. Oh, tap dancing?
Oh. No, I just meant like tipping and tapping in general.
Oh, because of our giant clompers.
If you do something with your feet, you have to then do a foot finder promotion.
That's true. I really don't know if you guys want that.
No, I'm sorry. This was just I don't want you to actually do it.
Sure.
I just.
Okay. Now she's backpedaling?
Sorry.
I'm
gonna
crazy.
back,
well,
yeah.
you know what? Erica Taylor Allen says, I see today is Bully John Day. Vindication! Vindication! Hey, shout out to you, Erica.
I would never. That is
Yeah.
very Jenna Marbles.
Yeah.
I feel like Jenna Marbles would get 4-inch nails on her.
Oh, that's true.
I want that video.
That's true.
Where is Jenna? I miss her.
We got to get her on the show. See? We can do it.
Oh my
Guys,
god.
comment. Do you want Jenna Marbles on the show?
Oh
Tag her.
my
Actually.
god.
Tag Jenna Marbles.
I love you, Jenna.
Yes. Let's get her on.
I have watched all your videos.
Let's get her on.
Hell yeah. It's
We're going to make
Bully
it happen.
John Day. Let's go, commenters.
Get out of here. So,
She did? Getting 4-inch nails on her toes?
really?
Maybe I haven't watched all of her videos.
We got to run the catalog back.
Sorry. Okay. Yes, continue.
Yes. So, we sent the hot and heavy messages. He wasn't responding, but the messages were marked as read. So I knew, or so I thought, that he was with my dad, and I figured that I would be evil and make it up to him later. After the 5th message, my stepmom, who is 2 petty chairs over from me, leans over and clears her throat. That was a terrible throat clear. OP, I did not know you were that flexible. You have quite a way with words. Oh my God.
Oh, quite a way with words?
Quite a way with words. Meaning she's breaking it down. Horrified.
I would leave the relationship.
Yeah, leave the room, leave the relationship, leave the planet.
Oh wait, they're not in a relationship.
Yeah,
As a stepmom. Sorry, I was thinking
Or
mother-in-law.
are they? Are we sparking the flames of who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, no, I would leave the country.
Yeah.
Go off the grid
Yes, off the grid.
and start a farm.
There we go. I like that. I feel like that's Riley's answer as well. Start a farm. That's like Riley's default.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Start a farm.
In the Appalachian Mountains.
There he is. Horrified, I looked at my phone and see her name and not my husband's. We all ended up laughing until tears were streaming down our faces.
Wow.
So, yeah, now my stepmom thinks I'm a nympho, and when I do text her, will always respond immediately, "You do know you're texting me, right?" Thank goodness we do not live in the same states.
Yowza.
Yes.
Yowza.
Yep, that's tough.
Yeah. I always check who you're texting to.
Always check.
Especially when you're texting those texts.
Those naughty little nuggets.
Naughty texts.
Do not send those. That is to your stepmom.
Yeah, no.
to be
Send them
specific.
to whoever you'd like,
To whoever
but
you'd like.
maybe not your stepmom.
Yeah. Well, maybe not whoever you'd like, but send them to anyone you want.
Send them to
Sophia
people.
Donner, 2024.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. Send them to people who consent and want them,
Yes.
but not
There
your
you go.
stepmom.
That's right. Not your stepmom.
Even if she consents and wants them,
even if she asks for it,
don't send them.
You know what? Take a step back and say,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm glad that the stepmom was good with it though. Like she
Yes.
laughed about it. Yeah.
You know, everyone. It seemed like
Yeah.
everyone had a good sense of humor.
Everyone laughed about it.
What are the good people saying?
Look,
Limester says, "Oh my lord, I felt my face hot from that one. That is so funny though. At least she didn't call her a floozy or something. That's true.
Yeah.
It could have gone like very left,
Yeah,
which is
she
something
would've
we see all the time.
Yeah. She could have been rude about it, but she was chill.
She was chill. She was
Chill stepmom. She's like, I'm a cool mom. Don't
Cool
worry
mom.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else do we got? Where's the one? Here we go. You want to take that one?
Kim Quant says, I sent, "Hey, I'm in the closet" to my work chat one time when I was trying to tell my friend who had just come over.
So
Oh,
the
like
work chat.
you're like, "Oh, I'm in the closet," like when you get here, but you send it to your work. Hey guys,
like
I'm in the closet. I'm
no.
coming out.
Knew it.
I'll
I
be
knew
out.
it.
I'm just imagining I'm in the closet. I'll be out in a sec.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. That is
Yeah.
hilarious. Jem, oh my god. I want to know the flexible thing that she could do.
Yeah, I because I was confused by that, because if it's just text, but if it's, I was thinking maybe there were pictures, and that's what she was.
I think it was all
Text.
descriptive.
Oh,
erotic.
she was telling. Yes, she was
erotic
describing
poetry.
what she was going to do, and she was like, "Wow, you're flexible."
The Raven said it was a little bit down. The Raven said, "I'm a cool mom. Want any snacks? Condoms? You crazy kids." Bro, Raven is a cool mom.
Yeah. So true.
That's great. That's great.
The cringe. I'm cringing. Crystal Light says,
Gotta love it.
"Me too."
So, do we have any more stories? Wow.
We've read all the stories.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
mean, we could keep going.
it's all good. We've done. Guys,
We'll never stop.
Riley, get on the stream here. Let me see your beautiful face. There he is. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Actually, go small again so we can see some of you. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on our first, official true.
Yeah, because I'm
stream.
here.
Yes, because
It wasn't
because
official until I got here.
you are 100% right. How could we ever think? And you know what? To close it out, we have
Sam.
the entire crew, the entire OK fam here.
Oh, sorry. Stella Davis says, "Wait, we haven't gotten to Bully Sam yet. Don't worry, I beat you to it."
There it is. It was Bully John Day, and Sam will have his day, ladies and gentlemen. But a few quick reminders. We are going to be doing some exclusive live streams on Twitch. If you go to the link in the description, you can go subscribe there. Go subscribe now. Probably starting next week, we're going to be doing some exclusive live streams over there. Also, we do have some fantastic red flag, green flag merch, which Sam is donning right now.
Hey.
We have hats, we have hoodies, we have overalls. We're grabbing the beautiful red flag hoodie right here, which you saw me exclusively wearing earlier, as well as the red flag hat. Guys, the link is in our description. We are only selling this until February 9th or until supplies run out. So please go grab some. I think that's a wrap, y'all. If you love us, please make sure to subscribe.
We love you and
see you tomorrow.